So I saw the end of episode 9. No.
Oh my god. So we'll have to put our collective memories back together.
Yeah.
But I think we last left off with you all getting the fire giant queen at the risk or concern of her children to basically stand down, show you where the conch was as you walked off with her husband's dripping
Decapitated head.
head.
Yes. We weren't carrying it in front of her. We were like,
I think we put it on bag.
Although at some point she will go out there and see his body without it, so she's going to put 2 and 2 together.
He was building
Yeah, but she knows we killed him.
Wasn't he building a giant death machine or something?
Yeah.
We took the eyeball out of it.
Yeah, we got a giant ruby eyeball.
I mean, so we shouldn't feel too bad about this.
I think the gist was that he made this career move and she was not supportive of it.
She didn't really like the whole relocation package.
She really didn't seem too
So she's not all that unhappy.
upset about the whole thing.
She didn't seem that bad.
I
She
believe
still got her kids.
the ever-vanishing Ibuki, who at some point or another we all learned was actually a female,
Oh, yeah.
used her sometimes present charisma to talk through a lot of this negotiating with the now fire giant queen, and she had given you her word that it would take a little while to dismantle and do properly, but they would shut down their slave operation that they had going with all of the labor in Iron Slag.
That's nice.
You all seem to believe she was being truthful about that.
Seems worth it though.
And you know, as you're kind of making your way out of there, I imagine, Gunt, if you kind of want to hand wave, sort of montage us through a little bit of your take on what Gunt would be doing in terms of lingering around, either with the dwarves or overseeing
Montage music?
overseeing the dismantling.
Can we get a day in the life? A day in the life of Gun.
Yeah, I can either escort the slaves home or stay here and oversee some of the ones here.
Ominous.
I don't know, because you guys had a bunch in the airship.
Did we put him in on an airship? Is that what we did?
Well, the ones that we rescued in the airship,
Oh, yeah.
there's still a bunch still working down there.
Down in the mines.
You should escort them home.
So, yeah, well, because you guys can either fly them, but you'd be flying all over the place because they come all over the place.
Maybe we'll just give you all the slaves. And now you can do a super awesome side quest slave.
Well, I mean, you can take all the ones that are going to be on you because you're going back to Citadel Feldbar.
Okay.
So you can take those ones back.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
How many people can we fit on our ship?
They're already on there.
Oh, they're already on there? We're
It's a
fine.
big ship.
A certain amount.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
Certain amount.
Between 1 and
The
50.
ones that comfortably
Right
fit
now,
on there.
They're done. Done.
Is there a way we can get this giant ruby into the bag of holding?
probably not.
No.
No?
No.
There's no way, right? I mean, the bag of holding only holds so much cubic space.
Yeah.
Objects.
Things
Well,
just
not so much
shrunk
the
to
space,
fit.
it's only that big around, and the ruby was like,
We round up the slaves and force them to carry the
No!
Sorry, can you remind me, was there any magical properties to the
To the eye?
eye?
Nope. None that you had detected. I don't think anyone really
No one
examined
checked.
anything.
Everyone was like, giant ruby!
It's magic in my eye.
Well, we'll just carry it as a team to the ship and plop it on there.
Yeah.
Off we go.
Okay.
Still think we
That's
could
going to take
have
up some space.
Yeah, how big is
How
it?
big is it? Like that big?
Oh.
No, that big?
Who carried that?
Probably some systems of rolling and trying to stop it, but once it got into motion,
How much
things went terribly wrong.
Get out of the way!
It's worth 20 to 30 gold. 30,000 gold.
What?
Oh wait, you said 300 pounds, right? Me and Guns and I could probably
Gun
carry it
could
together.
carry it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
I mean, but it's
one of us
unwieldy
needs to carry
is the
the
thing.
giant fire giant head, and the other one.
Well, let's put the fire giant head in the bag, right?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, bag of holding only opens.
Alright, you guys carry the
Okay.
ruby. Artie and I will carry the head.
Yeah.
I feel really uncomfortable about this, but okay.
Can't the
Nobody's
paladin
happy
carry
about
the
This
head
is-
by himself? I
this
mean,
is-
he's supposed to be strong, right?
It's true.
Could I? The giant head.
Yeah, but you're supposed to be strong.
I thought the giant was like the giant head
Oh,
was
that's
the
nice.
thing's just room. No.
As we're walking with the giant.
No.
They stood arguing back and forth over the decapitated head, starting to smell.
I feel like we need Sam Neill narrated.
You
It was like old times.
Stand up for this.
The
Alright,
gang's back together again. Another head, another adventure in the bag.
Well, that's just
but not the head.
dude.
That won't fit.
Oh.
well, As a team, we can work this out.
Can we like
carry
taxidermy
everything.
the head and put it like on a wall somewhere?
We're not gonna do that.
Oh, God.
I mean,
more
you
than-
could,
the
but
Ranger-
you are supposed to be delivering both the
Yeah.
conch and the head to the Cloud Giant Countess.
Yeah,
That's
but she's
right.
probably not gonna want to keep the head.
No, put it on the ship.
We also want to
No,
show
no.
the head to the king of Citadel Feldbar.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's where we're
Yeah.
going.
Wow,
first.
we're really going on a tour with his head.
Oh, yeah.
It's a head
Yeah, it's kind of like a whole parade.
You know when
Yeah.
you win the
Parade
Stanley
from
Cup and you take it to everyone's hometown? That's what we're
It's
doing.
kind of like the episode of Game of Thrones where they killed every, you know, they killed the wolf and
Just
everyone there parading them
carrying it
around after. Yeah.
Titus, stop drinking out of the head.
Is there
I
like
got
a freezer on the airship that we could put it in though? Otherwise, like,
No,
this
but there is a
long
fire
trip.
elemental.
Ah.
Buy a bag of-
Oh, that's
If
right.
you want to roast the head.
We have an
Yeah.
enslaved fire
We
element.
want to be recognized.
Roast the
Speaking
head.
of freeing slaves.
Oh no. There must be another way to power the ship.
I mean, we got a ranger. She probably knows how to, preserve it somehow.
It's not a sentient being.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll carry it
Yeah.
back.
It's a primordial essence.
Alright,
Yeah, exactly.
well,
It's an essence.
Is it though?
Don't think too hard
Questionable.
into it.
Questionable.
Off we go.
Hey, you are not supposed to think at all.
I don't know what's going on right now.
Something feels weird inside.
do we have a big jump?
Hey, Artie, you're okay. Trust me.
All right,
Our attack bonuses don't go up, right?
A lot of them did with the proficiency bonus. I
Yeah, it
believe.
goes up what?
Okay, so I could just add +1 to all the things I have here.
Maybe.
No.
So here is some bad news. With me rebuilding the campaign, a couple of the sentient weapons that you guys have, like some of the bonuses were off, but the base damage dice was a little high on a couple of them for what it was supposed to be.
Oh no.
Oh.
I don't know what the hell mine
So
was.
patch notes.
Mine's
This is for like waiting well.
mine's
in
the trident, right?
Yeah. Jag, you can kind of see your stuff here.
Oh,
I think
Plus 10 to
the
hit, Jesus.
the tridents, both tridents, and not just the talking
You don't
one.
have plus
The damage die
What? It's a wizard.
on
No.
the single hand and double hand was a little bit off.
You guys both have tridents? I didn't even know that.
alright, I still have that written down. That looks good.
Okay. So Cethal, yeah, wave is a base damage die of 1d6 when it's one-handed, and 1d8 when it's two-handed. And it is attunement required. I think at one point we had thought it wasn't.
Oh, it's 1d8 plus 6?
No. So when you're using it one-handed or throwing it,
Yes.
it's a +10 to hit, which is really high. And the damage die is 1d6 plus 7.
Oh yeah, this is all wrong now.
Yeah.
1d6 plus 7. Oh, damn.
Wait, is there any updates for mine as well?
And then what about?
I don't think so, actually.
Turns out it's only mostly evil.
Two-handed is +10 to hit.
Not really
Yeah.
evil.
1d8 plus 7 damage.
It just like
Yeah, these are
killing
both
things.
Yeah.
Evil.
wrong.
What
Made
about
of
for
model.
Whelm?
Uh,
What are you worried about? You're never gonna use it.
You never know.
Well,
I think he actually had special stats when rolling too.
Whelm was plus 7 to hit now.
That's not bad for a wizard.
I think Gandalf used daylight. When he was
Here,
in
you can charge this if you want.
Oh yeah, there is a throwing property for Whelm.
But it's only +2. I thought it was a +1 hammer.
I like
Oh,
this
it's
one.
+3. I see it.
It's a +3 hammer?
Well, my strength is 2, so it's.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That you're saying it's like a +3 hammer.
I think the base regular
Hammer
is the longer
time.
version.
Da-na-na.
Ding, ding, ding.
The regular one.
Did you ever see the extended version of that music video?
I don't think
I
so.
posted it once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I only saw it in the last few months. It's crazy. It's a whole.
The whole thing.
It's
whole
a
MC Hammer
like short
experience.
movie.
Oh, really?
It was like 10 minutes long or something.
Go hammer.
Don't hurt him, Hammer.
Yeah, I think most of my stuff's right.
Okay. Well, some things might not be perfect this session, but
alright.
We'll work out
that's
the
the road to
kinks.
recovery.
De-rust.
You do you, buddy.
You gotta build the wagon before you can get back on it, right?
Yeah.
Or is it off?
No.
No, it's easy to get off the
Yeah,
wagon.
we'll figure it out as we go.
Whatever's most
Yeah.
convenient.
Yeah, I think off is
Yeah.
the problem.
I mean, why would you want to get off the wagon? You don't have to walk as
In case the wagon is broken or shitty.
This is the shitty wagon, guys. Who built it?
So, okay.
First, we go to the Dwarven King.
So you kind of pack up the airship best you can. What's the name of the airship again?
Lorlas.
Lorlas, there you go. And you start flying, puffing. You see that primordial fire elemental like expanding and contracting as you force it to billow up your balloon.
Thank you, Elemental.
Is there like a wind one too? Give us that thrust.
Yeah, there's a fire one to keep for the lift and a wind one for the thrust.
Thank you, Elementals. Give them names or ask them their names. Can we speak primordial or whatever?
Shh, don't speak to them.
Well, we should be friends.
Sam can, which she needs to.
This is the beginning of releasing our
Yeah.
elementals.
I'm hanging out down there one time. Gosh, I wish I could go to the bathroom or something. Well, sure, we'll let you out. Ship crashes. Everyone
Titus!
Except for Artie, you probably like slow falls it.
Oh, I'd be fine, I think. But, you know,
Are we really where the ship is? Oh, you're moving it.
Actually, they said if the elementals get out, it falls at 10 feet per round, so it just kind of.
Oh, okay.
Can anyone make ice? Like this head's starting to smell a bit funky.
I think Sam will be able to fix it.
I have an ice dagger.
Oh yeah, you got the ice thing.
Yeah.
Can that cool you off?
Oh yeah, you have the ice thingy.
Keep the head cool so that
Oh
it
yeah, you have a
doesn't,
thing. You
rot.
can like encase something in an ice.
how high are we right now? High enough that it'd be really cold?
If we had anything
Yeah.
that would limit
Actually-
Why don't we just hang the head off the side of the ship? We'll be fine.
like an airdrop.
Okay.
Oh, like The Witcher, just hanging up the side of a ship as we roll
Like the fucking
land.
griffin.
Hanging off the edge. You know.
Although I already never figured this out because already dumb.
Oh
But
no, will animals pick at it?
Oh,
I mean, not in the air.
Oh, I don't know
cares?
birds.
Well, there are griffins and other things.
Oh no.
shoot.
Alright, watch the head.
Actually, yeah, I think you still have your griffin too.
Do we have any communication spells so where we can let the giantess countess know that hey, we killed so and so, we'll be there in a bit.
I think Sam does.
I don't know, do you? So you touch down outside Citadel Felbar
Right.
again, and the guards, the sentries, kind of on the outskirts, recognize your ship, and so you have no problems landing. You know, taking your time with it. No one's even really approaching you. They kind of like they hail you from afar as you're sort of touching down.
Hey guys.
Toss the head off the side.
No!
And
Carry the
We'll ask for permission to land, and if we can have an audience with the king.
he's not talking because he's not a dwarf though.
Oh, do they all speak?
Oh, it's only a dwarf.
They must speak common.
They don't let non-dwarves in.
No,
They let us in
was
last time.
that was
That was Advar?
Mithril Hall.
Okay. Isn't Feldar Dwarven Kingdom too?
Well, it was a full kingdom. Mithril Hall was more of a stronghold.
Okay.
Hang out. Love.
You know, a couple of the dwarves kind of come over and hail you as you sort of touch down on the ground.
Hail!
Oh, dwarves.
Hi.
Fleet.
In terms of wanting to hand wave through this, they say, "Oh yeah, we no problem getting you an audience with King Morin."
Thank you.
I like
Right.
your accents.
Now, question:
Don't be weird.
do we need to bring
What's
this?
the problem?
Do we need to bring the head to the king, or can you vouch that we have the head?
Well, we should say hello. We're here.
I don't want to like bring the head's not the ripest of things right
Kings
now.
usually want to see.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go show the king.
We'll bring the head with
You
us.
bring it?
Titus, carry the head.
I can carry the head.
Bring a few of you in with the head.
Thanks.
King Morin and Queen Tithmel.
That's it. Yeah.
We try and sell this this gem or trade it for stuff.
Oh. Yeah, well, we'll ask.
Right away?
Who else would
Better
want it more than
to-
dwarves?
You should see how things go. What the heck?
All right.
I mean,
I feel like he'll
head
like
first and then gem.
yeah.
I don't
they'll-
know how many. If any of you would have remembered this, but Sam would have mentioned that we should probably, instead of just straight up trading it for gold, trade it for items because you get more of the actual if it's
Value,
straight
yeah.
across trade. You get a value.
Yeah, there's no way
Yeah.
Titus would know that.
Titus would be like, yeah,
5 gold.
gallon of milk, sure.
The other stingy dwarf would probably remember this, especially how much
Let's
of
hold
a
on
bath
the
we
ruby,
took the
see
last
how-
time we.
or the gem or whatever. Let's see how things go, and if we're looking for a deal, we get a good vibe.
Yeah.
It's a lot to carry, one thing
I
at a
think
time.
things gonna go well.
We can just mention it. Just casually mention we have this 2-ton rock.
Okay. We'll
Yeah.
handle the head thing first.
We could buy water deep.
So you get an audience with the king. The queen is not present.
Only for the best.
But he kind of like gets down from his throne and looks at the head that his guards have kind of instructed you to just place down, at the lower steps. Walks over and looks at things. You see him just like grimacing the whole time. He kind of kicks it so that it rolls a little bit, and he's real slow about it. He just sort of
This is
pacing,
really weird.
kind of like walking back and forth. Fucking fire giants. And he kind of snaps out of it for a moment and like looks at you all. Did everyone come in?
Sure.
Or did anyone stay back at the ship?
Gump's not there. He's back at the
I'll go.
delivering slaves. So
Why not?
I think.
Delivering slaves. What?
Well, delivering them home.
Escorting. I think we're all there.
Okay. Yeah.
I wanted to compare
I thought we
crowns.
should all.
Yours is bigger.
It's kind of like nodding. He goes, I'm a man of my word. Build you that tower.
Alright.
We are eternally grateful, Your Highness.
Will you be wanting something for your vessel to land upon?
That would be
That would be ideal.
That'd be great.
sweet.
I had a few ideas.
Unless,
What?
What were you thinking?
Rooftop, even though you're not there, I can hear that great idea.
You're not there?
That's right.
You're not there.
You're not there.
Saying as a player.
Okay.
Says contacting the ascending.
I don't think that's happening.
Can't thank you enough. You haven't spoken to any of those from Citadel Adbar, have you?
I don't even know what that is.
Since your accomplishment?
We have not yet. We came straight here after
Why?
Brilliant.
What?
Brilliant.
dealing with
Who are those people? Who is Citadel?
Adbor. That's another dwarven
You see him, like, after he makes that comment, kind of,
You were
like,
first.
nod at, like, this guy that looks like to be, like, his second in command, kind of standing prominently among the other well-armored guards. As well, you've done what you said, and I'll be doing what I say. Probably gonna be a few months before construction's in decent enough shape for you to take a first. But please, feel free to come back anytime. Yes!
Tell me more about the Citadel Adbar. I've never been before. It sounds lovely.
We probably have a rivalry going on.
Yeah, not so great.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
Now-
Maybe they're best friends.
Wait,
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you read
Countess
that.
Sinsuri, she's a what giant?
Storm.
Cloud giant.
Um,
Now, do we get any bonus if we bring the head of the cloud giantess, Sansuri?
I don't think they hate each other.
Because we're probably gonna end up killing her too.
Don't say that.
he's kind of like pacing and like he kind of
Except for this guy, he's a friend of ours.
yeah and already you're not sure if he didn't hear you or if he's just being rude, but he immediately latches onto the dwarf with his question instead of answering yours.
Rude.
Very rude.
And he kind of like cocks his brow at you and he says, "Are they still floating above the moors?"
They were the last time we checked.
I'd be real interested in acquiring her head.
Oh,
Oh.
may we ask why?
Kind of a dick.
Don't really love giants. Don't really love giants floating around the lands of small folk. Don't really love giants invading and rebuilding old dwarvish mines.
Talking about Gondelgrim.
Oh, is that the forge?
No, he's talking about
You what?
Armaal.
That's the forge, right?
Alright.
He's kind of just like he's starting to get like more and more fired up. He's like, didn't think you who just fought these giants would need more of an explanation than that.
Why?
That's
was curious if you had particular beef with the Countess.
I mean, not all giants are the same giant. We're not giantess here.
He's a he's a simple farm boy.
He looks at you again and like doesn't talk to you.
Wow.
Man, this is getting really uncomfortable.
Take it, Artie. Go back to the airship.
All right, you know what? I'm just gonna go.
He kind of puts his hand up on Flint's shoulder
Yeah.
and like, pulls you in close.
Uh-oh.
It's-
So nobody else can hear this?
You could probably hear him.
Oh,
He's speaking Dwarvish. I mean, I don't know if you speak
then
Dwarvish.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
So if you don't speak Dwarvish, obviously your
Oh,
character
yeah.
doesn't hear this.
Okay.
Yes. I'm meaning to go after that cloud giant, fellow brother.
That's the plan.
We could do some real interesting things with that floating fortress.
Yeah.
Imagine dwarves retrofitting something like that. Our craftsmanship.
I don't know if we're meant to be in the
Basically
sky,
down
but
giants
that
up
sounds like a
dwarves.
good idea.
That seems pretty normal.
Yeah.
Do you think it's like a Napoleonic thing?
What are you thinking? We have some stuff to take care of first, so I can't make any long-term commitments, but we are planning to take her out.
Still speaking Dwarvish?
Yeah, definitely. Sooner than later, we'll try and the rest. We're trying to take care of all the giant issues at the moment. We've recently killed the hill giants leader. Now the fire giants, and we're going to try and slowly work our way
he
through
leans
it.
in like whispers now, so
Oh.
you know, you can see him leaning in. So if you were trying to listen in, you just have to let me know after the fact. But
I can't understand.
Do you have the parrot on your shoulder right now?
The parrot doesn't speak Dwarvish, though. That's it.
Well, Sam can hear everything the parrot says. Anyway.
he whispers. he whispers in your ear. He goes, "Next time I see you and in Cloud Giant Castle with an airship parked on top of it, I think right future together."
Like a positive arrangement.
Kind of leans back and says, "Well, anything else I can help you find folk with?"
So I think we're good. I've been super generous.
I'm just not
Thank
gonna
you.
say anything. Sorry. Okay.
Anything
Wonderful to meet you.
you know what our plans, our next immediate plans are. If there's anything you could do or spare to assist with our next endeavor, that'd be greatly appreciated as well.
My smiths are strong and my halls get deeper and deeper. There's something specific you're after. Just let my friend here know. And he kind of like gets a
Alright.
second to kind of come forward with a
Any
helper.
weapons on the airship?
Yeah, you got a couple of ballistic.
Oh yeah.
Are we missing anything?
Do you think we can get that like improved a bit?
I don't know if we have that much
Oh
time.
yeah.
Maybe next time we're around, Flint.
Remember, I can't really answer intelligently until you get back to my role.
All right. We need to take the head back though, because that's part of our way into the Cloud Giantess's citadel.
Yeah.
That's just for
Yeah.
a look.
Gives you a nod.
As much
He's
as I would
sitting
like
back
to
on his
see
throne now.
it stuffed and mounted on the wall,
Mm.
it's probably not going to be in good enough condition for that after this.
Yeah, we do have to deliver the head.
We're
I don't
gonna
know.
try
Did
to
you
air
want
dry
it?
it. But we can do.
Yeah.
Fly
Show
high.
it to
That
this
won't be a problem.
Countess woman because we have a deal, but you know, otherwise we probably just throw it away.
Oh, I'd love to see the head again. He kind of like.
We'll take
Yeah.
care of the head.
All right, we can bring
Yeah.
it back.
We'll dry it
I
out.
don't know. You want
Yeah.
to?
We can
Yeah.
solder the neck or something.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Consider it yours.
Yeah.
Well,
We
you
love
got the ice
recycling.
thing, so you could freeze it, or you have that
Okay.
fire thing, so you could cauterize it. I don't know.
Yeah, we could like
Yeah.
dry it out like a shrunken head, a shrunken giant head.
I think we'll
Keep
just
the
not.
skull in,
Turkey
but,
head.
Yeah.
Just not disfigure the
Jerky
Okay.
head.
woman's head.
Yeah, let's heat it up. Yeah, we'll take care of it. We got
Yeah.
Okay.
we'll bring it back.
He kind of gives you a couple of his assistants at your disposal in case you need anything else before you head out.
I don't regret not keeping like the hill giant head now. We could have given him the.
The whole collection.
Just
Yeah,
there it
Take
is.
her head, she
Giant
just
head.
burnt.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
What were you
Uh,
guys
so-
talking about in there?
Did we take any long
We're
rests? or
talking
anything
about how
after?
great a turtle
Yeah.
you are, buddy.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think that's true.
Okay.
You don't think in general.
He's
That's
got-
a rude thing to say.
That is a very rude thing to say. I don't like your attitude.
Already uses
I love
his
you, buddy.
noggin plenty.
hates giants, down for the mission, wants to head back
Do
later.
we want to kill the cloud giant?
Yes.
Why?
I hate
She's
giants.
evil.
Is
Remember
she?
she was torturing our friend?
I mean, true, but
Until Buddy here was like, oh, I can't sleep, stop torturing my friend.
do we want to just start going around killing heads of giants? Aren't we kind of playing into this whole problem that I'm
Just-
very confused.
Just the evil
Well-
ones.
Yeah, just the evil ones. I mean,
Mm.
they really suck. And what else do you have going on?
Like, what if she was torturing your
We're gonna-
halfling sensei or whatever?
I mean, that's a
We're gonna
lot
have
of
this-
what ifs.
we're gonna have this
Um,
Would
really
you
nice
would you want to
place.
kill her then?
I mean, possibly.
Wait, so
But-
you've admitted to the group right now that you told the king that we were going to kill the countess?
Yeah, but I said that kind of like out loud in common before talking with the king about it.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna look around for any guys. He seems crazy.
A little
Really
bit.
crazy.
I mean, really,
Like he's
what?
willing to give us like a
what
bunch
king
of
really
shit.
has it together?
You
You gotta
kind of be a little.
Well, I
you
mean,
gotta do a lot
I mean, we can grade on the curve here,
to
but
get.
how far down the curve do we want to go?
Well, I mean, he's down for our mission. We've
I
got a
mean,
whole.
we're getting a giant tower that we're gonna get like for a, like a airship
with like
pad
a
and everything.
helipad,
Yeah,
yeah.
Great, so
Yeah,
we
I
can
mean,
see
that's-
Crazy King anytime we want.
pretty much.
Well,
I think
what
he,
did he offer you?
I think he really likes you, buddy.
I think he doesn't like Artie at all.
No.
okay, we'll
He
work on
didn't
your
even
whole
acknowledge
thing.
it.
Okay,
No.
we'll have you bring the next head.
I mean, not many people have seen a turtle before, you know?
Yeah.
He told me in
He's
confidence
intimidated.
that you're his favorite turtle ever.
I don't think that's what he said.
Okay, he's
Well,
kind of lying.
well,
but
I mean, that
we'll
could be
work
true,
on
that could be,
We'll,
I mean-
we'll work on that.
I'm a very
I mean, like-
likable
I
turtle.
don't know, maybe a
but
deception check on this one?
Favorite,
Sorry, DM.
Yeah, right.
What
Hey.
did if you made this
favorite
agreement?
turtle ever.
Yeah.
If you made
I think we should get a little. Yeah, it's not bad. Get a little persuasion versus
We'll teach you a little.
versus insight.
what
teach
is
you a
my
little
insight?
dwarvish. You can bring
Alright,
the
I'm
next
gonna-
head.
Actually, I
We'll
pick up on
speak
languages
over.
very fast, so I probably know a little dwarvish by
Yeah.
now.
Okay. Maybe you heard.
I
maybe
am
you
not very
understood some.
deceptive.
Did
I
you roll?
Some
I am very
keywords.
Roll a
insightful,
four.
actually.
Do you know a few words? Maybe. You
I
got-
probably know a few
Oh
words by
yeah.
now.
You know what? I'll use a luck point.
Wow. Because I think it's funny.
I probably know a few words by now, right? I'm a linguist.
You're a linguist.
Oh wait, I can.
Oh, damn it.
You can keep murdering.
No.
don't do that.
I've let you do it before, but the default would be 1 luck point per situation,
What'd you get?
or per check.
4.
Yeah.
Total?
I'm very lucky.
No, 4 plus my deception.
Insight check. Would you?
I got 6 plus
1
6,
to 5.
12.
He's very insightful then.
Okay.
Very insightful.
You're not sure what he's hiding, but you know he's not being entirely truthful with you.
Okay, second favorite turtle. There's another one like.
Master Reed used to tell me that a liar's like a pig. They should be slaughtered. But that's not actually what he said. I made that one up.
Come at me, turtle!
That was a turtle joke. It's
What do you-
classic.
All right, let's not
Um,
fight amongst
Murder
ourselves.
turtle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
murder turtles.
Turtle.
Okay. Well, what is your suggestion on the route?
I wonder if I could get
All
those
I know-
to
the only reason I'm here is,
right now to just kill everybody.
I feel like the world's out of balance, and I assumed hanging out with you guys were going to be working on balancing it. I don't know if killing a bunch of giants is just going to fix that.
Not a bunch, like just like a 1 or 2 more.
I'm with Artie.
He also is best friends with her because
Not
like
necessarily. Oh,
his
maybe
friend.
she could be.
That is a way that we could. Why don't we just go up and have them hang
That
out?
I mean, like he was like, "Stop torturing my friend because I can't sleep."
Well, I'm not all in.
Well, we already got the tower no matter what, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
This is
Is
just
this
for
a bonus?
more. He never
Yeah,
actually
it's
said
a bonus.
what we would get out of it.
yeah.
I'm very against.
I'm pretty
walking
sure he
into
would
that
just
stuff.
give it to the dwarf. I
And
feel like
trying
he's
to
just
sort stuff.
buddy with the dwarf.
Hey guys, I'm buddy with all of you.
I don't think that's true.
I mean, I have to be, otherwise, like, what's the point of me doing this with you guys?
I don't know, but I don't know. We've been doing
Well, let's
it.
go.
I'm
We
kinda
can
into
talk
it.
to the countess.
Well, we have to go back to her, hang out with her to get back the head anyways.
Okay.
I would take an arrow for each and every one of you
in the
in a non-sensitive part.
And in
In-
several cases, you actually have.
Yeah.
Mostly when she made it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
one.
Speaking of taking arrows, Titus,
Yes.
you got
Oh,
that
no.
shield and arrow
They
catching, but
weren't.
were you actually using it? Because I feel like you weren't using it for some reason. Maybe you are?
Have it in
Doesn't he have like
inventory
a
at least.
better shield?
Yeah, unless I got a better shield, I don't know why I wouldn't use it. I'm definitely using a shield. I have all these shield abilities and stuff.
Oh, were we gonna pick up Sam?
Yeah, we gotta go pick up Sam. Where's
Where
she
is
again?
Sam?
Yeah,
Mithra Hall.
I assume we were
Alright.
on our way
Okay,
now.
alright, we'll go
Right.
grab you.
All I have written
But like,
down.
we should try and
Oh, yeah,
offload
okay.
the
Is
gem
my
here
shield.
because Mithril Hall isn't really a merchant place.
Okay. You think we should bring it up with the king, or we should just go to a? Is there a market? There's a marketplace here.
Is
gonna-
there
It's gonna be so obvious. It's humongous.
a jewelsmith that we could
Maybe-
talk to here?
Maybe we should.
Not
my
to the
gosh.
king. We're talking to like his second-hand
It
guy.
might actually be better to talk to the king and just try to sell it to him. He's the kind of person that can buy that thing.
Yeah, talk to your buddy over
Okay,
there.
let's talk to his assistant. Like, since
Yeah.
assistants are with us,
What's
right?
his assistant's name?
Is it Wayne?
The guy helping you
Wentworth?
Wilson.
Wilson. Wilson.
is Graustron.
Graustron. Is,
So we've come into possession of a 300-pound, let's say,
I think it's bigger than
ruby.
that.
a very large ruby.
I think it's like a pound or
Think
two,
you're-
right?
He's sort of like twirling his long mustache, like giving you a look like he doesn't believe you.
Okay, so
So,
do you think the king would be interested in something like that?
Well, let me
If
let,
so-
let me have a look at it first.
and how much would we get for it? We're
Well,
trying to
let's go.
maximize.
We'll have a look at it
Look
first.
We gotta show it. All right.
Yeah.
Does
So
it
let's
come on the
show him on
ship
our
then?
Show him the goods.
Yeah, okay.
We'll
Let,
have to move it.
give us a bit. We'll go get it. We'll bring it here.
No,
We
no,
are
no.
bringing it.
I am?
Okay.
Off what?
How,
I don't
we
know,
probably
you were
lift
a
a
few
lot
at
of weight,
least.
right?
I'm fairly
Because,
strong.
Like, I mean, like,
Oh,
I'm more dexterous. Yeah, I'm pretty strong.
Like
Pretty
specific
strong,
stuff?
but that's
I can do that. Yeah.
okay.
All right.
Let's go get it.
I don't think I know what a spell scroll is.
Also,
You know
what-
you owe her.
well, he said he would already give us weapons. What do we even want?
Right.
What do we need?
Can I carry it?
we just need like stuff.
Okay, like food,
Well, not well, food we can easily
Provisions?
acquire, but we want like
like
value for it. We don't want to keep like a giant gem like wherever
Yeah,
we go,
true.
right?
Yeah.
You could buy us
I
some
mean,
big
I
stuff
do
in the
like
basket.
gold.
Like if we could get it even like cash value, like 25 gold, 25,000
Okay. All right,
gold.
we're going to get it and bringing it over.
Yeah.
Yep. Here it is.
How much did the
Whatever
airship
her
cost
name
again?
is. I forgot his name. Wilson.
Control grip.
Buy another airship.
Wilson.
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 From now on.
Get,
We have an
What do you think of
armada.
this?
give me a short while to examine it with some of my gemsmiths.
All right. Yep.
It's the real deal, man.
Here we go. Have a
And
look.
we never saw it again.
No.
Oh, yeah. We will burn
Quiet,
it
you. You're not there.
No, then we'll have a real problem with the dwarf.
No, we're friends. Flint's best friends with this guy now.
Yeah. I wouldn't say best friends. He's a little.
Yeah. No, he's great.
Yeah. Well, this
Do you
isn't like
see-
private now. He's a little unhinged.
Well, that's your typical king.
Perhaps
But he
there are
seems
parallels.
willing to do stuff for us, which is nice.
Yeah.
Perhaps there are parallels between this guy and the Countess.
Well, this guy hasn't been torturing our friends.
He did want us to murder someone.
The person who was torturing our friends.
He's asked for us to bring in multiple heads.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm okay with
I
that.
get that.
I mean, out of character. Your whole deal right now is trying to stop the giants from taking over
Yeah.
the Sword Coast.
Yeah.
we really-
We're very much
He's
on
basically
that
asked you to just
anti-evil-
take down one of the other giants who's
Yeah.
floating above the center of
I
the
hate
Sword
giants.
Coast.
I'm really down for this.
Dungeon Master
Yeah.
poofing back away now.
Well,
Not to eat, do whatever
I'm
you
not
like.
gonna say I don't understand what's going on because I'm a turtle, but
You don't understand what's going on. 'cause you're a turtle.
exactly. It's
Okay, so
Oh,
Artie,
no, I'm taking over.
the giants are going crazy. They're killing a lot of people. The hail, fire, and cloud are borderline evil.
okay. So,
Um,
that's right. They were all
yeah.
kind of
The
mean.
big three.
Yeah.
So we've already gone through two. Might
Yeah.
as well do it all.
But, I mean, if we kill all these people, I guess we kind of
You
did
guys
make.
are all good.
We did
except
make
for,
the hell and the fire giants better by killing their leaders.
Yeah, remember?
That is true.
Yeah,
That's
the,
okay,
the
that's a
fire
fair
giant
point.
queen
Third time's the
seems
charm.
kind of like not as bad.
Can we? Is there any way we can confront the queen, Countess, and ask her to be better?
We'll try.
I like the sound of that.
You would because
Titus, here's charismatic.
What would you offer her? That would
How
make
about
her
a
happy?
giant ruby?
Titus is
Do
borderline
you
the
think
big
that's
bad
good enough?
endgame boss now
That's not true.
because he went evil with his Vengeance.
It's a lot of talk with somebody with a sword like that.
Okay.
Buddy,
Alright, they're looking
It's
at
an
the
oath
ruby.
of vengeance, not an oath of evil.
I give Artie a balloon.
No, they don't exist.
What are you talking
That's
about? That's a
the
giant
one.
balloon right there.
A hot air balloon.
I give Artie a
No
pinwheel.
Mylar.
Yeah. Like a fidget spinner?
Yeah.
Whee!
Are you doing math?
Yes.
Yeah.
Calculating.
Okay, there it is. I knew I put it somewhere.
That's like a 2-ton.
So
hunk of
after
300 pounds.
It's gotta be more.
here's the deal. The appraiser comes back along with the attendant. Let's see.
Going down the hill, are you?
Was there more than one? Like there were 2 eyes, right? We
No,
should-
they only had one.
Only one was in there.
One was empty here, so
Oh.
we've definitely
Oh,
set
wow.
them back. They only found one. We're about to sell that, then they have to find 2 more now. So.
You see, like the attendant, like try to like keep his composure. He's got like this.
Oh.
He's got this like kerchief that he like pats his brow with, and
Oh.
you can see like it's
Oh
like
my.
it's like it's like a tick where he just kind of instinctively like licks his lip and his mustache before speaking. He goes, it's a very fine specimen. Be willing to offer you 18,000 gold pieces.
Well, that seems great.
Jeez, that's. I feel like we could do better though.
I'm
Can
in
we?
agreement.
I don't think I've ever seen money like that before. Do I believe him?
Make an insight
Do I?
I mean, that sounds pretty
That's like-
sweet.
like-
And it's-
24.
Holy
Wow!
You feel like his body language is telling you that it's probably worth more than that.
It's very warm in here, isn't it?
Well, we really appreciate you looking at
Yeah.
it.
Maybe we should go somewhere else.
Not many places you can just haul a specimen like that and get paid in raw gold coins.
We know people.
You think Cloud Giants like
Can you
giant
sweeten the
rubies?
deal?
We do a lot of traveling.
We are looking for like.
Sorry, that's
I-
probably
looking
the
for
one.
We just wanted to offer it
Scrolls.
to you first, since we.
That doesn't sound like something
Like
Titus
he
would say.
just,
I feel like I got a psychic link.
hold on just a moment. He
Yeah.
he goes with the attendant kind of like
Uh-huh.
that.
Okay, guys,
We've been all over.
huddle up.
What's
Some
up?
sweet dwarven weapons.
How much do we want to like hold out for? Like I feel like it's worth like
Do we know how much
Like-
it's worth?
maybe like 25.
Because we
I
never
was
had it
thinking
appraised.
25.
25.
25 seems like a
25.
good
You got
amount.
Nothing lower than that. Then.
How safe would it be to say Stan is using her methods to keep an eye on this situation?
Parrot, go back to the
Pretty safe.
airship.
What?
Probably pretty safe.
Okay.
Parrot, go back to the airship.
It doesn't do what you say.
I killed the parrot.
No!
Colorful flowers.
You did not.
Feathers.
kill the parrot.
Did you actually?
I
Or did
stopped him
say
before
that?
he tried to kill the parrot.
Okay.
I wouldn't kill the parrot.
Flint as a character would probably be loving a fucking parrot on his shoulder, reminding
Yeah.
him of his days at sea.
Yeah.
Hence why it's a parrot.
Yeah.
I think 25. There's
Wait,
5 of us. Yeah, we each get 5. Yeah.
No, we gotta stop splitting it and use it like a party fund.
Sure.
5 for me.
The rest
days
can
in
be
your
party
day.
fun.
What do you mean party fun? What do you mean?
I mean,
We're
technically,
now.
there's, if you made the assumption that San was returning or Gunt would have her share, there are 5 of you
Or
currently
technically,
present.
kind of. Wait,
Oh.
2,
well,
4.
I
There's
know
only 4 of
Sam's
us.
listening.
There's only 4 of us.
4.
You know
Sam
Yeah.
will be rejoining us.
You knew
soon.
she heard you say that. I mean,
I'm not sure if we even know
I'm not
about
Cover
messing
the
with a
parrot
wizard.
series.
I don't know.
Actually, yeah, none of you know.
Yeah, so we're not aware.
Oh, but Sam's like treated me like garbage for a long time. She's not here.
So have you.
She did nothing to help us with the fire giants.
I
She
mean,
can have my gold if she wants it.
there you
Yeah,
go.
well, we're gonna give you
Alright.
anyways.
Well,
Let's split it 3 ways
Well,
now,
that doesn't
guys.
seem fair.
Anyway, let's see what he comes back with.
I'm kidding. We're a team, guys. We should start acting like one.
how long
I'm
has it
in
been
agreement.
Since you've seen Sam?
I don't know. Feels like a long time
A
now.
few days.
It feels like over a
Maybe a
year.
couple weeks, probably.
Oh, really?
No
Well,
one's
you did stop back after you went to the countess.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
touched
that's
base.
true.
No one's corrected my grammar in a week. It's gotta
But-
be.
It's been at least a week.
It's been at least a week.
Yeah.
But,
Alright.
but we are planning to go get her.
Are
right?
you're talking well now?
We're definitely getting sent.
We're gonna go get her.
I talk good.
Yeah.
Would I, like with my stone cunning, be able to appraise?
You're not there though.
Looking
Yeah.
through the parrot's eyes.
Okay.
I
I
could
know
use my
you-
stone cunning to appraise
I know
it.
you'll tell Sam, and I'm not messing with the wizard, so
I mean,
I'm
since,
down with
since
splitting.
that parrot's out of the bag,
I want my own money.
out of
A
character,
plus 12?
out of character, you can only kind of like warg into the thing within a certain distance, right?
No, we established I couldn't control it.
Yeah.
Because that's how I
You
got
can
it.
still see.
Well, that's what we had established.
You see?
Because that's what I did with the whole thing to Golden Fairy.
Parrot starts going,
how
"God
are you
damn
looking
it,
to this
Flint!
parrot?
God damn it,
You're
Flint!"
actually warging into it?
I'm not warging. I can just see through its eyes.
Why
You
this
can't
parrot?
Huh?
Why this parrot?
You don't know yet.
Okay.
How did we get this parrot again?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Should we
He
tell
was
them
with
that
Gun.
we want 25? Or just see what they come back with?
We'll see what he comes back with.
I
Maybe it'll be
agree.
higher.
The
25
parrot
is
came with a
okay.
gun?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see
I
what
would
he
have
comes
left the
back
parrot with
with.
gun because the
If
parrot's
it's lower
guns.
than
The parrot
25, I'm saying 25.
I think you would have.
Guns. I wouldn't have taken it.
He wanted you to have
I would,
Let's see what he comes back with.
I don't want to carry this thing around any
guns. I
longer.
can't take your
I
parrot.
don't want it using fuel for our weighing down our ship. Like,
We're fire elemental.
that's my deal, and then I'm good to go.
Say, out of character actually on the other note. You see through it, but like you can't. It's not like the same as being in the room
Yeah.
with an object. So I mean, like you can take, a guess.
Okay.
So like you guys are huddling up. This guy is sort of whispering with his attendant, like kind of back and say, I don't know that we could do more than 23,000. That's 5 more
That's pretty sweet.
than our initial assessment.
25, and we have a deal.
Wrinkling his mustache. Beard's kind
I gotta start lifting it up.
How's that going for you?
Well,
Oh, yeah, alright.
Yeah,
we can all go.
you know, we've got things to do.
Hey!
We've got business
so
to attend to.
while you're doing that, since you kind of had the last word there, make a persuasion check. One person can attempt to aid.
That is Ader.
Yeah.
So if you're aiding, you need to get over a 10 total on your persuasion to give her a +2 bonus.
Ah. Oh, not bad.
I rolled an 18.
Yeah.
Right now I have
So it's at
plus
least 16.
6,
Okay.
but it might be more.
Alright, no, it's fine.
My persuasion's -1.
Oh, jeez.
Or maybe it's more
What'd
now.
you roll? 16?
I rolled a 14.
So it brings it to a 13, which brings it back up
Still
to a
-1.
15 with the aid of Titus. And like as you all start to kind of like roll it away, and like he goes and like his attendant who's had this sort of bag-looking thing under his arm the whole time, you realize is like this really fine piece of fabric. His attendant goes and sort of like lays it down around the base of the stone. 25.
All right, we got a deal. However they do it. You're a good man. I knew it.
Thank you. We appreciate your business.
If we
Right.
find any more objects like this, we'll make
Hey.
sure to come back.
And
Yeah.
like, give us a moment, and we'll have your gold. And while I'm at it, is there a name that we should use for your tower?
Oh.
What are the Liberators?
Yeah, it should be
Chateau de Liberator.
the Statue of Liberty.
The Tower of Liberty.
Think on it a moment while I get your funds.
I don't need to think about it any longer.
Ready,
Hey,
freedom!
Wait a
The
second.
Tower of Liberty.
Liberty Tower.
Liberty Tower.
Is there something that sounds
Sounds like a bank.
I want
He-
something that
he-
sound a little more fancy.
He and the attendant
like,
disappear, and they kind of leave the stone.
Hey guys,
and you all
25K,
for a
that's not
moment.
It's
bad.
like something in a. What's a nice sounding language?
The
It should be in
Libertarian
Dwarvish.
Society.
Demonic.
Okay, dwarvish. There's something dwarvish for like Liberty Tower. Is that something we can figure out?
Let's see.
Oh, there are no more. Oh, there are chocolate ones.
Look at that. Chocolate peanut butter?
Yeah,
Alright.
that's good.
Wow. The best chocolate
What?
butter.
Are you grabbing Nutter Butters right now?
Yeah.
Maybe one normal one?
This is gold.
Alright,
That wasn't a part of the negotiation. 25,000 gold. I didn't hear anything about no.
Deals off! Deals off!
And a nutter butter.
Let Ryan roll a persuasion check.
Oh my god.
Okay.
It's probably gonna be pretty bad. Hang on. I'm not very persuasive.
Well, but it's Ryan. Ryan's got high charisma.
Oh god.
No.
I'll give you a +4.
Hey!
Well, no, what'd you roll, Ryan?
An 8.
8?
Plus 4.
That seems like I feel like you know you're a friend. Let's call that DC 10.
Give me like a quarter of one or something.
Yeah, you don't want the chocolate one?
I'll just try it.
It's not crispy.
It's been so long. Thank you so much. Oh yeah. That's good stuff. I need to go to the States.
Yeah, bring us some nutter butters.
You got it.
Can't you get your parents to mail some?
Kind of sour.
Probably. Just do that.
Shipping's probably ridiculous.
My parents
Yeah.
have mailed me a bunch of them.
Yeah, my mom wouldn't mail me Oreos.
I miss eating
It's
turtle.
probably easier just to
would
drive
not.
to Washington really quick.
Just way too expensive to ship something.
Yeah.
I do have
Oh,
next
small
time.
package.
yeah, Australia. Right.
She did, as part of a care package, she did, but not just by itself.
Is there a some sort of mailing system type thing around here?
Here?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
How's that work in this world?
I mean, it's probably
Pegasus Express?
ground transportation. Probably like lots of. I mean, that's where like a lot of like the hubs and warehouses.
Oh.
Do you think there's a way to transport money safely? Do people do that here?
Well, the dwarves here especially definitely have a vault.
Mm.
I'd say any big dwarvish outpost or citadel like this, or any big human city, probably has some sort of vault system.
Like you would put money in the vault and get a note or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing is it's hard to move that many gold coins, so a lot of people would use other things like precious gems
Right.
to represent that sum of money
Yep. Makes sense.
in a more singular type. It's like a zip file.
Compressing.
Yep.
Yeah, it takes a little while, but whatever.
Did anyone want some of the sour before?
Passion fruit.
Oh, I think
I'm
I'm
alright.
okay.
All right.
Let it rip.
Mine doesn't want
Ryan doesn't want to take a nap.
I will pass right out.
Ooh.
to build it.
Alright. I guess I'll do that then.
Oh, yeah,
I send
we'll
all my
lay
gold
down.
master
Lay in
read.
your bed.
I'm not getting any more carrots.
Get that.
Lay down.
That monk place back going.
Hey, Artie, do you want any of this? I know
Okay.
we're not materialistic.
I'm taking all my share. Thank you very much.
I mean, it's good to plan ahead.
I don't trust you today. You've lied to me once.
Alright, so
I've lied to you many times, buddy.
let's ask for a
It's probably
recommendation
true.
on
Generally
nice,
for your
bar.
benefit.
Or what do you call it?
Well,
Oh.
Tavern.
well.
Okay, which tavern are we going to drink at?
Ooh, we're going to a tavern to celebrate?
Oh, this is getting wet.
I have to say, Artie, you are my favorite person in this group.
I actually do kind of believe that. I've never had alcohol before.
This book's so
The
wet.
turtle?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, what's the...
Oh,
No,
no,
it's
it's just
just the
the condensation
Seriously.
from my gentleman drink. Oh, no, I want you to enjoy those.
I would not take your sweet
Hey, I mean the offer's on the table.
Man, now I
Thank you,
feel bad.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's the one taking
You brought us
Fitty's-
Nutter Butters before.
Yeah.
The
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I feel
plural
less bad.
the plural dwarvish word for be liberated is my beaky.
My beaky.
Yeah,
I don't know if I like that.
What's tower?
I can't believe they have a dictionary.
Like Sky Tower or something.
I want it to sound
The ability of the spire is Orzic. That's more like the essence of a tower. Be towered.
Liberator Hall.
Liberator.
If they're-
Mariota.
Pause to tower.
Well, it would be good to be dwarvish.
Casa de Flint.
Continue to tower.
Let's just have a giant A on it, and it'll be for Avenger.
Yeah.
Tower excessively.
Just pick something that sounds cool.
Zurich.
We should name it after our lost moon elf friend.
Ibuki.
Kabuki Tower.
May they rest in peace wherever they are.
He could be watching us right now. You never know.
Call it Moon Tower.
He's a rogue.
Durin's tower is Durin Uzarok.
Durin.
Just throw Uzarok on the end of something.
Flint Uzarok.
Uzarok.
Uzarak sounds cool.
Let's call it Citadel Adbar. I'm sure that'd go well. The Tower of Flowing Ale.
No, what was that
That
word?
does
I
sound
forgot.
pretty good.
Uzrak?
Tower of Flowing Ale sounds.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
You're gonna get a kegerator?
Party Tower.
Let's spend a 25K on booze. Stock up the tower.
My God, we could really make this tower awesome.
I'm smarter than that, but we'll have some upgrades.
Yeah.
We each get our own floor. Is that how this works?
So yeah, so Tower of Flowing Ale, does that work for?
Is that gonna draw too many people in?
I still think Statue of Liberty is best.
Alright, go later.
It's not a statue though.
It doesn't matter.
Give it back.
You're
Alright.
Canadian, shouldn't it be
We can
like a
figure that
Canadian
out.
reference?
So,
Okay.
we're getting paid.
There's no
Freedom is
Liberty
Obik.
statue.
Obik.
We don't need
So-
it. In Canada, we know we're free.
The country is the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. Canada.
Witcher music.
So if we do Obik Uzarok,
Hold up a
it would
minute.
be Tower of Freedom.
I like that.
Tower of Freedom? Yeah.
I'll just never
I like that.
remember that, but Tower of Freedom sounds nice.
Obik Uzarok.
Uzara. What? How do you say it?
Obik
Obik
Zara.
Zara.
Will be cool.
It's KH, so it's
What a good dog. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about.
Just
Just
actually,
arm up.
How
Oh,
Sam's
Regal.
Just to be
dad's
totally
last name's
exhausted.
Hasbro.
Good girl.
Hey.
I like that name. I'm down for Tower of Freedom.
Nicely.
What was the translation? Like the cooler name? Cooler version of the name?
Obik Uzarok.
Wow.
Now,
That's our group.
Tower of Freedom.
We'll call it Obi for
I
short.
will message
Obi. Yeah.
Obi Tower.
the spelling.
We'll let the Obi. Alright. Get paid. Let's go drink.
We have to go see the Countess.
Well, you know, we can make it good stuff.
We can drink on the ship.
Hey, Parrot, what do you think? Should we give San her cut?
It's up to you if you want to mess with the wizard, but I'm taking my share.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I have some honor.
We're off to see the wizard.
I think it's the right thing to do.
Metro Hall.
Yeah, alright.
We
Also,
are a
I know
group, we are a
Flint will
team.
tell her, so
That's
Wait,
true.
so
you are
the robot that, or the robot that they were making, what was it like made of? Was it gold? Adamantine? Oh man.
It's pretty nice too, right?
Yeah.
And there was a big ass forge there, but with no
No
source.
fire.
Melt that shit down. Which is probably why the king's so happy we did it, because it's probably the first thing. And he
Yeah.
wants to get there before Citadel Adbar knows it.
That's making sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should make a stop by Citadel Adwar.
And stuff Sam will tell you once you
What? We're going to Citadel Adbar first.
We are?
We're gonna tell them because aren't they further
sorry,
north?
yeah. We have to pick up Sam, then we go to the Countess.
Okay, how many things do we have to do?
Do you know Citadel Advice?
Yeah,
Something
I
like
would.
I would.
Do your characters know?
Did-
I would imagine I would.
I know. I have all of our known locations on our sword codes map.
Wait,
so
don't we have someone helping us, like, with getting around, or no?
Don't we have like a bunch of redcoats on our ship?
You got some dragon cultists.
red shirt.
Favrik and
Yeah, Father.
Navad.
They know the area.
Yeah, we gave them a bunch of red shirts to wear.
Citadel Fieldbar. Yeah, Citadel Admar's on our known.
This is your uniform, guys.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait a second.
Admar's on our known places map. So.
Okay.
Alright, yeah. Okay.
Well, then again, so's Escore, and I don't think we actually know that, but that was.
Oh, it's working.
Silver.
Okay, so currently we're getting paid and getting back on the ship, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Taking
Then
our
we're
money and we're running.
And then, what's our plan? What?
We have to go pick up sand, then we go see the Countess.
Okay, and then what did you just say we were doing?
We're gonna tell Citadel Admar that this is the
We're not actually gonna
Okay,
tell
that's
them.
a
to
joke.
tell you.
Okay. Okay, so we can pick up sand, and then we can go drink in the tavern and get a rundown, or we're in a hurry. We gotta go
I
far.
guess
We're
we
going
could take
far.
a pit stop when we go pick up sand.
I mean, I want to
We
hear.
we got a keg on the airship, so we
I
can
just-
get wasted on the way there.
That's probably.
All right, we can hang on the ship, and you can catch us up on what you've been up to. We can all catch up.
Get drunk before we go see the Countess.
Well, I mean,
It takes a while to get.
We're gonna
Yeah,
get
it's
drunk on the way to Mithril Hall to
and
pick
then-
up sand,
And then I need,
Yeah.
I
and
need
then
a
on the
rest.
way to
More
the
drunk.
Countess,
Did we
we're
get
gonna
all
be
our gold?
sober.
Yes.
We're
We're all
waiting.
paid up.
We got paid.
So basically, the guys were coming back. They were hoping to get a name from you for the tower.
Oh yeah, we got it.
Ah,
And they
Yeah.
brought the payment with them.
Yeah, the Obi.
Thrall's 200 miles.
Okay.
How
So
long is that gonna
tell
take?
them the name. Oh wait, you're not there. What's the name? I
What's the
don't
name, what's the
remember.
name that we came up with?
I sent it to the chat.
Is it up there?
We'll
I mean, I'll say it.
We're gonna double check this, but it's actually gonna translate to Sands Playhouse.
It's the Obi.
The Ubikus Arak.
Obekul Zarak. Tower of Freedom.
That's actually probably a good move because we give it a dwarvish name.
Yeah.
All the dwarves are working on it. They're gonna,
Exactly. They'll be into it.
yeah, if we had given it an elvish name, then you're like,
We might. Maybe we'll even have like a little party. Invite some of the locals.
Oh, there you go.
Like, be
Hey.
welcomed in.
Tower
There you
warming
go.
party.
Yeah.
That is if we save the world by then.
Oh, we're doing
Obekuzarak.
that.
Obakuzarak.
We're saving the world. Obakuza.
Obakuzarak. Kulzarak.
We put the cool in Obekulzarak.
That's right. Is someone missing up there?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to load on here. Dying.
When it's done, we will have a little welcome party. It's favorite dwarvish foods.
Mostly just meat.
Meat and ale.
Stews.
Meat,
Just
root,
some-
vegetables.
Some
and-
nice,
Meat and ale and potatoes.
nice hearty stews.
Not happy.
We'll tell some tales of our adventures.
That's so close.
Some dwarven fireballs. Whiskey.
And we'll do dwarven fireballs.
Fireball!
Fireball. Only fireball. Nothing but fireball.
It's a good one.
Looking forward to it.
Alright, sorry, technical difficulties.
Please stand
No worries.
Hey, are you gonna buy some diamonds with your money?
Oh, I should. I'm sure Sam will think about this. I don't.
Need to stop at some kind of market or
Well, we should be in that kind of area
okay.
in this place, right?
Is there
I'm not that silver.
Definitely got options when it comes to trading,
No.
Yeah.
shopping.
I don't know what
Now
I need.
we have money and we can buy things. Wonderful things that we need.
I don't know. I don't think. Oh, what are monk weapons?
You're gonna get like some magic gauntlets that allow you to punch like lightning.
Whoa.
Yes. Do you have that?
10 of those.
Funnily enough, Sand actually
I like
already
the idea of
designed them.
lightning punches.
What?
Oh.
Didn't have time to finish it.
So,
Everything from Critical Role.
you guys are drinking it up. Like a lot of A lot of the dwarves in the hall.
Confirmed.
You're the only non-dwarves. Those of you who aren't dwarvish. In the dining hall here, it's kind of like a feast hall. That's for profit. And a lot of the dwarves are kind of coming around like, it's true then. You're the ones. You killed the fire giant king.
We did. As a team.
Yes.
Yeah.
I took his crown, I'm wearing it.
That's his crown. You're mad! You just kind of like smash your turtle shell.
It's actually like a belt on you.
It's not though, it's just a little crown. It was a very small crown on his head, it was bizarre.
This sort of fucking salt and pepper bearded, middle-aged dwarf, from what you can tell, they all. He's kind of like leaning. He still was like holding on your crown, like, let me buy you all around. And he doesn't ask what you're drinking, just gets fucking some
down.
deep dark dwarvish ale.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
I've never had alcohol before.
Oh no.
Artie, you're gonna enjoy this.
Artie's
What?
first drink.
Oh, never drink.
He's just
Technically,
laughing.
Titus hasn't had some either, right?
No, I'm not drinking.
It's bitter.
It's bitter.
They bring some just froth spilling over these huge tankards, and they kind of set them up right. They kind of go for a cheers.
Hey.
Whatever else I was drinking, water.
Titus, you gotta drink the beer, man. You're insulting
Titus
me.
found milk.
He's like kind of like cocking his head. He's like, "You're not gonna salute?
Be cool, man.
I figured I'd be drinking something else, not ale.
You gotta celebrate! You just killed the fire giant
Just
king."
take a sip. Don't be
Come on,
rude.
Titus.
I'll take a sip.
Chug, chug, chug.
Embrace the culture, Titus.
Yes.
Ah! They all kind of like hold it up.
Yeah.
Chug, chug, chug.
Woo.
I'm gonna try and get Artie wasted.
Oh, I think I'm already there.
Yeah.
I feel funny.
I think you would.
Drink number 2. Drink number 2.
Woo!
Really low tolerance.
I don't know, he's 400 pounds. I can probably put him away. Although most of that's shell.
Yeah, it all goes to my shell.
Good girl.
Oh, we can get Titus drunk too. Drink, Titus, drink.
That would be it. I would give the rest of my flagon to you.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, even better.
So.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay, we
wow,
got the
ambiance.
So we're headed to the cloud giants, right?
No,
What are you
first we have
guys-
to get sand.
What are you
Well,
guys
I
gonna
mean-
do with your gold?
I mean, eventually.
Where are we now?
I'm
I thought.
We're in the tower.
gonna hoard it and leave it to my
You're
children.
gonna leave it to you. What? That
Such a
sounds really
dwarf.
boring.
Where's sand?
Sand's in Mithril Hall.
Is that where we are now?
No, we're still in Felbar.
Oh.
Yeah,
In the tavern
I don't remember
celebrating.
what we said. How long it took to fly from A to B.
I know it's 200 miles, so
10
I don't know how far
days.
this thing goes in a day.
Probably at least a few days, maybe. More.
Yeah.
So we're celebrating before we go.
Okay.
Have a beer. These things are great.
No. But the food is delicious.
Always like this.
Alright, so we're sitting with the locals, right?
Yeah.
Let's try the strongest thing they have.
You can try the strongest thing they have.
Come on, Artie, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Just getting
That seems like a great idea.
What is the strongest
So-
thing they have?
Where did we put our money, by the way?
I'm assuming we put it back on the ship.
Bag of holding.
Oh, it actually, no, right. It'd be in my bag.
We're really safest option.
I should add that.
So, I wonder if there's any kind of. The next giants we want to see are cloud giants, right?
Yeah.
Is there any,
The sort of middle-aged, dark and gray beard guy, like when he hears you say like he's like adjacent to y'all, kind of giving you your space. He says, "You want one of Crowbrook's small casks, then, yeah?
Sounds good.
It's pretty expensive. I can't really.
How much is expensive?
200 gold pieces for a
Yeah,
cask.
no way. No way.
I'll go in. We can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it, guys.
Yeah.
Split it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Split it. Split it.
And minus
And
200
one for
gold
this guy too.
for my
Woo! Wait, not the whole cast. Just
No, no.
part of it.
just a,
Wait, do we have to buy the whole cast?
He goes and
200
Yeah,
gold.
once
calls
you
the,
open it,
the
you buy it.
barmaids over. Yeah.
Alright. Well, I have like
A crowbar.
200 gold.
She comes over and they bring this like dusty but like really beautiful looking cask made of like this polished wood.
Maybe
You,
keep the
Yeah,
cast
I
after
would keep
this?
you see she brings
Put that in
over
the tower.
like a special sort of tap that like she kind of punches into the side of the wood and starts like screwing it, and then she has a few like frosty mugs on a tray. She brings over and like there's just kind of like this. It's almost like doing like a shotgun on a beer can where you have to like kind of tap it just
Yeah.
so. But she's fucking professional and like she gets in there before a single drop is spilled,
Wow.
and fills up. I mean, it looks like she fills up about 5 small, like these ones. These frosted mugs are
Yeah.
a bit smaller than everything you've been drinking. Is able to fill up 5 of them, and the thing still feels like it's about half full.
Alright.
Alright. Oh yeah. Cheers.
To you,
That'll
my
be
friend.
gone before they ever get back to me.
We'll get you.
He just starts coughing like this
Oh,
shit
wow.
Oh
is.
god, if he's coming.
Tastes like fucking.
Woo!
You could take the paint off of just about anything.
Alright.
But it tastes good though.
Oh.
It does.
Very
it
strong.
kicks you in the chest, but it's just it resonates with you.
Yeah.
Why do you drink this stuff?
Have some
Wow.
more.
Oh my god.
You say that and you take another sip, and before you know it,
Oh.
like
Then
it's,
you
it's
know
starting
why.
to taste
It's
delicious.
so warm. I got it.
I was just laughing at you.
That's a guy who just like peed himself.
Oh man.
So I just wonder, like,
This was worth it.
how much. Like, do we know everything we need to know about the cloud giants? Is it good to get some local intel about anything?
We can ask around. We are amongst the
Can
people
we-
here.
Like, I was just hoping we'd make a couple friends, like with this
well, we
silver-haired
just did.
guy and whatever.
Well,
The little crew. Maybe
we
we're
could try and
tell-
recruit some mercenaries.
we're telling some
Can we do
stories.
that?
I just wanted to hear,
We have
you
the money
know.
for it.
I want to know that we're moving back here. I want to know that we have the local support of.
Maybe we don't even have to pay them.
Everything
Hey,
we
you
got.
guys
I
want
don't
some your chance at honor and glory?
I mean, I don't know how much room we have.
Kill some cloud giants.
How much room do we really have?
On the book, we moved that giant ruby off, so
Yeah, okay.
You did get
It's
rid
like
of the
4
giant
people.
ruby.
At
We did
least
offload
with
the
dwarves,
slaves.
right?
Yeah,
They're all
sure.
Freed
dwarves.
slaves.
So let's take a look at
Liberated
your
Okay, we
vessel.
took off 300 pounds. How many dwarves is that?
So you're in terms of like actual. So this is upper deck, you know,
I really
open
like having
open
my own-
air.
my own
Who
room.
upper decked?
But down below, you know, you've only got
One of those is my room, right?
you've got like double bunk, right? There's like 1, 2 up on top of each other,
Upper left one
and then you've got like a small desk, private space. I mean, assuming you haven't really done any major modifications yet. And then you've got a storage hall. I mean, technically, if you really needed to transport people, you could maybe set something up on the upper deck.
Yeah.
Like, you know, almost put like awnings or, you know, I don't know, get creative, I guess. But this is the actual surface area space that you have
Yeah.
on upper and lower.
I don't think we quite have room for mercenaries.
No?
We have barely enough room for us and the crew.
I just don't think he respects mercenaries.
Okay.
Well, back to
Anyway, we don't have to bring anyone with us. I just.
We
You
just
know,
want
I
to make
figure
friends.
we're telling stories, we're hanging out.
Regaling
we're,
everyone with the tale of how we murdered Duke Salvo.
We're talking about
I
our.
wouldn't say murdered. I would say like killed.
I mean, like, and while you're talking, even before, you know, probably you would bring it up, like, while you're talking about the fire giants, you know, the general consensus is that the area here has been unsafe. I mean, there was lots of mining expeditions. Those workers never returned. A lot of the commerce has been sort of disrupted lately with a lot of the activities going around from some of the towns to the west, like a lot of the major traffic from Phandalin through all like the Tribor area has been very disrupted. So it's been quite a slow, dark time that's been getting worse. So I mean, everyone here is overjoyed at the notion that the fire giants are no longer a threat, or at least according to you all.
It's not like we're gonna tell them what our plans are.
No,
but I just
and-
wanted to see if
yeah,
anyone was
and like,
murmurings of cloud
again,
giants.
and without even you all bringing it up, like, you know, after the fire giant stuff is discussed, there's probably murmurings about the creepy what the fuck is going on floating cloud giant castle that is just ominously floating not too far from Mithril Hall above the moors.
What have you guys heard about that? Like, what? I mean, I know it's not good.
Was it not always there?
Yeah, did that just show up?
Aye, it's only been there for a couple of months.
Alright.
Even then, the first month you couldn't really make it out at the cloud formations, which is strange.
Good ale, huh?
How did the Countess get her hands on a giant floating castle?
That's kind of the whole thing, right? Cloud giants,
Yeah, that's what they do.
oh, clouds.
Where was
I don't
she
know.
before?
Count those clouds, and it just adds up.
I mean that the creepy peeping Tom cloud giant who's our friend. He's got
He's a
He's got
thunder
a cloud
giant.
thing too.
You're
Thunder
friends
giant?
with a cloud
Oh.
giant?
No.
He's drunk.
He's a
Friend.
he's a thunder giant. Thunder giant?
Storm giant.
Storm-
Giants?
I'm sorry to say, giants. Sorry, this is my
He's
first time
kind
doing
of
it.
he's a little queer.
What were you saying about more giants?
He said he
What were
wants
you
to fight a
saying,
storm giant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, top of the pecking order.
That's
Yeah.
right, he's crazy.
He just starts like poking you in the chest.
I poke him back in the chest real hard.
What? Alright,
Pretty
we're not
strong.
making any
You respect
promises.
it. You respect it.
Yeah.
These are dwarves.
Stay on the giant friend day, okay?
And friend.
Forgot about that guy.
Yeah, but he's like always peeping on us.
Word has it, Silvery Moon has been on the verge of dysfunction with those cloud giants nearby. Just strange rumors. Can't make heads or tails about any of them.
Silver Moon, that's Elfland, isn't it?
What kind of
No,
rumors?
Silvery Moon, we went there.
That's where it comes from.
People disappearing, business continuing, but it's just strange new shipments, lots of things heading west. None of it makes any sense as far as the way things have been around here.
Alright, you know what? We're gonna have to kill them.
Silvery Moon's
That's
wiped off the map.
That's enough for
Not,
you.
not Silvery Moon, I mean the giants.
All the giants.
Oh,
Not all the giants. We're not,
They say you all travel in an airship.
we do.
Our airship, the Lorelass.
You can fly all the way up to that cloud giant castle in that thing?
That's what we're gonna do.
We've done it before.
They say that there's flying birdmen all around the castle.
Tastes like chicken.
We can attest to that. They're the guards.
That's the truth.
You're just gonna fly up there through all the birdmen and
We'll say hello.
We haven't,
charge the place.
we haven't quite worked out all
Kind of gets like this, like
exactly.
glint in his eye.
That's generally how we do things. Head on.
We do
Figure
a
it
lot
out
of
later.
things head on.
Yeah.
It hasn't always worked out, but
Fuck yeah! I wish I was still young.
you're welcome to join us.
yeah.
And he looks like he's put on some years even for a dwarf.
Yeah, I don't think we'll take the old man.
Yeah.
That would be.
You're pushing what, 500?
All right. 620, but who's counting?
500 years young.
Okay. We wrap
fucking dog.
up the evening. Feeling great. Are we flying through the night?
Yeah.
Oh, before we leave,
Oh.
can I have my share of gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not at the tavern.
Well, not at the tavern. Well, I guess I'd have to do it in the morning, probably.
Yeah, we all got our share.
He's like, one hand of blackjack.
I'm gonna try. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm gonna try to go down to the post office.
The post office?
You can go down to the treasury.
To the treasury.
With your 500 gold.
Okay.
500.
5,000.
Stop trying to
Oh,
do it,
5,000.
Hey, you don't know math.
500?
You don't know math.
Here's your share.
man. Damn it.
Before they kind of bring you your big haul, if you do kind of speak up to the dwarves, they can basically kind of like I imagine you talk to one of them. Yeah, it's popping off at the tavern hall. Maybe you're asking questions about vault or transfers. He says we can spare you the trouble of having to move the weight and quantity of that many coins.
Everything else
Yeah.
is MasterCard.
And we can send a notarized voucher to one of our contacts in the West. Any city you like.
That was perfect. Golden Fields?
Waterdeep, Nickel, Golden Fields, sure.
Alright.
We have,
Golden Field is gone.
Somewhere. Oh, I guess that's bad, though.
Depends what you want to do with that.
well, come on down when you're ready. We can handle the paperwork and then the final destination and who would be signing for it.
Send it to Master Reed, please. I don't know where that is. But if you can find him, there's a hell of a tip in it for them. Let's say
Well,
4,000 gold to Master Reed, 1,000 to whoever can find him.
Oh my god, is anyone there with him being like, you're an idiot, buddy?
It's just money, right?
Doing his own thing.
it's a bit of a strange request.
Oh, he needs to rebuild a monastery,
Oh.
and he doesn't have any money.
I don't know. Look, you seem.
It's near Golden Fields.
You seem
It's
sweet.
near Golden Fields. Thank you. You seem sweet too.
We can make sure that he's the only one who can sign for this.
Sure.
But I don't know that we can truly find someone to find him. So we can hold the money safely at the destination of your choosing. But you might have to find your own way of making sure he goes there. Now,
Okay.
is there a city that you would like, another citadel?
Golden Fields still okay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Golden Fields.
Golden Fields, we know. Okay.
Why don't we just hold on to it?
Yeah, we can
And then when
give it to him
I
when
mean,
we see
whatever.
him.
When are we going to Golden Fields? All right, I'll hang on to it for now.
and then we can
Sure.
find someone who's actually like really good.
Yeah,
Finding
all right,
people.
I'll hang on to it.
Alright,
can
we
I'll
gotta,
find
we
him.
gotta go. Let's get going.
Maybe a wizard
Sorry,
can talk to
guys.
anyone in the world.
Maybe
that
we
seems
know
like-
someone who's got magic stuff and like can do things.
Who? The Paladin?
Yeah, the paladin's like the most powerful magic
Alright,
person we
let's
know.
go get
That's
some.
probably true.
Alright. Well, you carry on into the night, making merry, and I mean, like, the dwarves are partying. Like, the news is spread pretty quickly throughout the Citadel. I imagine you all have a rough morning, but are you,
Oh my
you
God.
staying the night, or are you taking off tonight?
Well,
we should-
That's why I wondered. Can someone fly us? Or...
We should
I-
stay.
You do have
Fly in the morning.
you do have a small crew that manages
Yeah.
the airship for you.
I do have a thing that gets rid of poison in my body.
Oh, that's right.
I'm poison resistant.
Hangover
didn't-
cure.
I had one sip of ale.
Boom.
I'm good.
Well, look at us. We're a good drinking group.
I drink
We should
all
do
the
this more
time.
often.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I figure we
maybe a
stay the
little,
night.
but
Seems polite.
looking
Or
well,
we could
good.
just
Let's go. Let's
we
go
could
get
take
some.
off and just sleep on the
Alright.
plane.
Yeah.
Sure.
In
Yeah.
a
Red
drunken
Drunken
moment,
Red
we're
Eye,
like, yeah, let's go now, guys.
Yeah.
Woo!
And where are you heading?
To where Sam
Mithril Hall.
Mithril
Yes.
Hall.
Alright, let's do it.
Let's pick up our dwarf.
So I don't know about you, John, but by my count, we have 25,370 gold.
Damn.
Well, you do.
Yes, in the bag of holding.
Oh.
I had
Well,
570
the
gold.
370 is yours.
No, there was 570 gold. And then
Yeah, that's yours.
Then to,
I have my own.
Yeah, I feel
everybody
like
has
I've got some on my own too.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
I forget if it's 300 or 500.
As a party, we have 25,370 gold.
Minus like
We also have an
I had
unidentified
340.
scroll.
And I
I
have
could
10
probably
gold
show that
teeth.
to you.
Oh,
I don't know.
unidentified scroll.
It's on the list here. Maybe we picked it up.
Can you identify?
I can.
Yeah.
I think Sam would be able to look
Saving
at
it for
We
Sam.
probably found
I
it.
can identify. It's paper.
That's why we look to you.
There you go.
Like, I don't even know what the hell that is. I'm the one who's listened back through all this shit, so I have no idea. That's fitting.
I think I know what it is.
Okay.
So you
Ooh, I like this Sam.
you fly for quite a while. You wake up sometime in the next day aboard the familiar windy sounds of your ship.
Feeling good?
Favrik, I don't know who do you think wakes up first after a night of drinking or
Should
not?
we-
I think neither of
Should
them
we
would
roll
wake
for it?
up.
Well, I I usually
Oh,
just
out
get
of all
short
of us?
rests.
That's true. You don't
Decent
drink
check.
much, do you?
I would definitely.
Oh, yeah,
be
that's
awake.
right.
I
You
didn't
didn't
drink
drink.
any.
Yeah.
I ended up doing push-ups.
I'd say while you get on, like, and kind of start the evening ascension above the citadel and start heading west, Bavrik like speaks to you. Ah, Sir Titus, you return.
We're back.
Successful.
Indeed.
Fantastic.
Wait, he didn't come with us to party?
No, they stay with the ship pretty much all times.
Oh, that's sad.
We can bring us some ale.
Maybe
though.
next
We have
time
a
you
little
can
bit.
join us when we go out.
I pick up a small keg for them. And
Yeah, we got us something. Yeah.
It was a grand old time.
Oh, too generous.
Yeah.
We thank you. We thank you. We've kept the ship. We've cleaned up quite a bit. Restocked. It took some convincing while you were gone, but the dwarves eventually gave us what we needed to sort of resupply the storeroom. Where are we going, Titus?
We're going to Mithril Hall to pick up our friend Sam.
Oh, we are familiar from our last trip there. I wish I could.
Going on the
I
show.
wish I could tell you what's going on in the ship.
Someone's possessed.
Mithril Hall is a shambles, and Sam is evil wizard is taking it over.
Well, let me know if there's anything big to report, but I'll make sure we start moving right away. And they kind of like go and tend to the billows around sort of captured elemental. And the balloon begins puffing up, and you begin your
Thank
evening
you.
journey.
Doing a great job.
We'll figure out how many days it was at some point, but I imagine it's at least several from A to B.
Sure.
And for the most part, pretty uneventful as you kind of fly over the forest that separates you, and you're just north of, previously mentioned Silvery Moon and the moors at this point. Pretty far off, but you could probably, at one point or another in the final hours of your trip, sort of clock the strange cloud formations that swirl around in Armaal. But it becomes pretty occluded and pretty far off by the time you set down and finally reach Mithril Hall.
Fantastic.
Wait, who's king of Mithril Hall at the moment?
Is there a king?
No, the king is absent in.
Oh yeah, it's Queen something.
It was.
We chatted with her at some point.
Sam meets us at the door as we come in.
Hello.
Hello.
It sounds like there's some really weird things going on in Silvery Moon, by the way.
Giant weird things.
Oh,
Something that needs to be investigated, or just don't even worry about it?
Well,
I think it's related to the cloud giant.
Also-
That's actually why Gun came to help you.
Another question. Can we take a cloud giant?
Like for dinner?
no, take
Like,
it
in
down.
a fight?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, we took out a fire giant.
Ah,
That's
that's
kind of
like-
like a
It's like low level.
bluer colored version of them.
But bigger.
Slightly.
It's like we're going up the ranks in Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Yeah. We're up against King Hippo now.
King Hippo? Yeah, let's get that stomach.
I believe it was General Dagnabbit Waybeard.
That's
the granddaughter.
Yeah.
We talked to this
Dagnabbit.
Oh,
She,
Dagnabbit.
she's the
Or
current
Dagnabbit.
queen or ruler of Mithril Hall.
Dagnabbit, we come bearing news. We've killed the fire giant king. And we're here to pick up Sam. I hope she hasn't been causing too much trouble.
Oh, she's been rather resourceful, you might say.
Yeah.
Where is Sam? Can we find her that easily? We just run
Probably,
in.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
We just walk through Mithril Hall yelling Sam.
Sam!
the dwarves are pretty welcoming. I'm sure it doesn't
that
take
you,
too
Sam?
long.
No, that's what she looks like now. Yeah. No, that's Dagnabbit Waybeard.
Oh wow. She's a badass.
No, Sam's scrawny.
Yeah.
Sam, where you at?
Like a big
Sam,
woman.
Right here.
with a big.
I feel like it's been a year since we saw you.
It does seem like it's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, we would at least Titus would
It
give
was
you a
like the
big
real
hug.
life
Hey.
amount of time.
So what you been up to?
Oh, lots of stuff.
How's it been?
Yeah, what have you been doing?
could show some of my new
What's that? I just got 5K for you.
Oh yeah, we got 5,000 gold.
I've heard.
We got 25,000.
You've heard?
How do you hear? I'm gonna kill
the parrot.
I killed the parrot.
No, it doesn't,
Before you do, I make it
doesn't
vanish.
matter.
Wait, was
See,
that
I told you.
was that just your cat the whole time?
Did you hear the part where
What?
he wasn't gonna give you the money?
Yes, I heard.
I don't like sand.
Sam's being really creepy. I feel like.
Yeah.
Every time you guys go out, you almost die. I wanted to keep an eye on you.
I think it's
Get
fair.
it?
Speaking of which, I used the fireball in the ring, so I don't know if we want to re-fireball it or revivify it or.
I actually had an idea.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Oh,
Mhm.
Sam,
Alright,
nice
good
idea.
job.
Would you like to call your mom? Let her know you're alive, at least.
All right. Should let her know
It's Mother's Day. Come on,
I
it's
should.
just-
I should not.
It's
Oh,
Mother's
man, no, I'm alive.
Just an idea I had. Like I remember, realized like, wait, I can actually just
Hello?
cast ascending into there
Hello, mother.
if you want.
you never
Don't have to do it right now. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
never hear.
Let's flash back to that phone call next time on. Find out what was said.
Not a lot because like I don't have really any memories of
Yeah.
her.
Oh,
You just have what you got in the vision.
That would be
Yeah.
an awkward phone call.
Hey, so you're my mother?
end of conversation.
That's all. That's all there is.
I'm not dead.
Maybe we should do this in person.
Can you send something to Master Reed for me?
You can reply to this message.
I tried one time and he didn't respond. Actually,
Oh, really?
but
Didn't he try to kill us in that weird underground?
that
pyramid?
wasn't him
No, that was a demon or something.
pretending to be him.
Oh, that, yeah.
He's
Oh,
an
in
ogre.
Oni.
An Oni, yeah.
Yeah, we almost died.
He said that he killed him, but then the timeline didn't.
So I think we'd already rescued him at
He's
that point.
dead.
Yeah. Well, we rescued him, and then we saw the other guy saying that he captured him. I don't know.
And then what else did you do?
The timeline was weird on that one. We did save him.
Is my master in trouble somewhere?
I don't know.
Getting weird
Can you
vibes.
send something to Master Reed really
I
quick?
can try again.
Say, hey,
We only say.
I said, hey, what's
I've
going on?
trying to find balance of the world.
Right.
I found 5,000 gold to rebuild the monastery,
Open the balance.
and we're gonna get the monks going again.
I'll send a focus on the Master Reed that I met.
Wrong number. This is still the Oni.
Well, that gets
P.S. I love you, Master.
Hello, this is Sam,
I would
Artie's friend. Artie
Seeing
loves
your
you.
messages usually get through.
You can respond to this message.
He has some gold that he's found to send you.
Wait, we
Hello.
actually did meet him.
Wait, I can't do.
Yeah.
I can't
Steve,
do.
what's
What
your
is that? A
food?
Swiss accent?
It was in what?
Swiss.
Swiss.
Are you pooping?
Oh, you're talking about Laura?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got like a Ukrainian accent.
Ukrainian? I almost thought it was like a Norwegian or something.
It's like a gypsy.
She looks like this in Chester.
All right. So
Easter.
caught up.
Oh yeah, some of the stuff I got some like a bracelet that looks like it's made out of a bunch of little shields
That's pretty sweet.
and a big kind of translucent shield.
What?
So I
I
can,
still feel like Stan's
Like an
gonna be
Overwatch
that
character.
endgame buff.
maybe
Do you have a shield now?
Nice.
a little magic wrist shield so I can cast those.
You look like an Overwatch character.
Oh, I have a scroll here. Or at least.
And also this, and I hold up my broom, and it's got a seat and feet holds on it,
Oh,
so I
smart.
can like hop on it, and fly up, sit down,
Oh.
Ah.
and it still holds my feet, but it takes me a second.
That's snazzy. That'll come in handy.
Yeah.
All the flying around you do.
Tired of falling off the damn thing.
Create a seat for this guy.
Nope.
So do you want to come with us?
Yeah.
Apparently, we're gonna go kill a cloud giant.
Alright,
Yes.
you down for that? So we're gonna get the tower. I don't even know how much you know. Like,
I've cut snippets.
okay, so
Right.
heard about the tower. We named it. We're
I
gonna
like
come
the
back to the king. We sold this ruby. We got money. We showed the head. We got the head. Oh, are we showing the head to her? To
That's our
Can
way
we have
out.
it?
I think the head's probably still in the shape of it.
oh,
Yeah.
who are we showing the head to?
To the cloud giants.
Oh, okay.
That's-
We're showing-
That's our ticket
Hey,
out.
but
We're
Jack
showing
Nabbit,
them
do you
that.
want to see the giant?
Yeah, we got something
It's
cool.
pretty cool.
By the way,
Ever
Sam,
seen a
did you
giant
watch?
head?
Did you watch Flint P?
No.
What?
I mean,
I
like,
don't
that
know if
pa-
I believe you.
You're
That
so
parrot was
weird.
like with me in the washroom, watching me sleep. It's creepy.
He's the one
man.
who was spying on us with a parrot.
creepy.
Alright. Okay. So
I just checked in every now and then to make sure you're still
anything
alive.
you need to do? Do we need to do anything else here? We just need to pick you up.
Nah, I think we're just here to pick up.
All right.
Can I see what that spell scroll is?
Yeah. Well, first, so sorry. The bullet points of your sending to
Oh.
read.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fire those off again.
What did you say?
Oh,
You just say like your
what you need.
Artie's
Said-
friend.
We're fine. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, he would. Like with sending, they know who it is, so he's
Okay.
met me before,
Okay.
so he would know it was me. I'd tell him, Artie,
Artie's got $5,000 for you.
Artie's. What did you say? He's
Finding balance in the world.
finding balance in the world, and made some money that he'd like to give to
Rebuild the
monastery.
Yes, he loves you.
And I love
And he
you.
loves you.
You're the best master.
Okay.
This message.
Yeah. And they can reply back like with like a small
That's
message.
25 words.
Okay.
It's like Twitter.
Yeah.
This is the Oni again.
Dead?
Lose my number.
I'm pooping.
So he's dead. We killed him.
Yeah, the Oni's dead. Well, you don't know he was demonic, so he might have just.
You get a reply back basically saying that him and some of the disciples have headed towards the spine of the world and are looking northwest of the Lurkwood to find a new home.
Oh, man. That's far.
Actually, that's really close to here.
Lurkwood.
Yeah.
Over there.
Oh.
I don't know how far that is. I don't know
The
if
Lurkwood's right there, and that's the spine of the world right above it.
He says they tried for Tribor the giant troubles.
Artie.
And he says there's some sort of cloud giant situation between them and Tribor right now. More, as many words as possible. Elaborate on that.
Huh. How many monks were left?
We found like 10 or something.
I don't remember. That being said, knowing Reed, he's probably already
That's more people.
found some new followers.
I was gonna say let's get him on the airship, but that probably won't work.
He's like evangelical.
Have you heard the good news?
Person.
Proselytizing.
If you recruit 3 followers,
From turtles to humans, all are welcome.
All right. Well,
tell him to come to Mithril Hall and he can pick up the money here.
I'm glad I
So
didn't
over
send
here,
the
we
money
should
to
probably pick up
Goldenfield.
At least 2 diamonds.
Yeah.
Yes. Sure.
Make sure you get a response. before
And
you-
see what that scroll is, and if I can, I'd buy 1 or 2 more.
But he is alive. That's good.
That is-
So, you identify the scroll that Titus has. It appears to be a scroll of druid craft.
Oh, it's weird. That's a cantrip. I don't think I can cast that.
You know you can.
From what you can tell, the sort of symbols in the scroll would allow you to commune with nature and create one of possible number of effects, creating like a tiny harmless sensory effect that predicts what the weather will be at your next location for 24 hours.
Oh.
You can instantly make a flower blossom, a seed pod open, or a leaf bud bloom.
Oh.
You could create an instantaneous harmless sensory effect such as falling leaves, a puff of wind, or the sound of a small animal. Or you can instantly light or snuff out a candle, torch, small campfire, kind of like a prestidigitation.
Like, no white.
But it'll be a one-time use thing, so you can use this scroll to puff out 1 candle.
Yeah. You don't think it's the most valuable scroll, probably worth somewhere around 10 to 30 gold at most.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
That's fine.
give it to the
Sure.
yeah, give it to the ranger. You're
Sure,
using
I
like
can
maybe you
take
can
it.
use this for some fun.
Sure.
Okay.
We'll do a little
Nature
Snow
stuff.
White situation.
Do you want to keep it in the bag of holding, or you want to hold on to it?
If you got room, that's fine.
I think we do.
I don't think I
Okay.
actually learned those ones.
I'm keeping track of it.
And then what else were you doing?
Diamonds.
Getting diamonds.
300.
Good.
Yeah.
Two,
My
300.
girl's best friend.
How much are you spending on diamonds?
Well, 600-ish if we can find two that are worth exactly 300, but whatever the ballpark is, or enough that adds up to two groups of 300 gold in because you don't. It doesn't have to be one diamond, but
Yeah.
it's for the
You
components.
just want 2 diamonds.
Yeah, components for a bit of fun.
Do we really need anything else for Revivify though?
No,
Nope, just
Just diamonds?
a lot of
Carbon-based life forms.
yeah.
Diamonds worth 300 GP.
You need 300 GP each.
Yeah.
Okay. You find
More than that if we can find more.
in Mithril Hall. Let's just load up.
How many times can he cast it?
As many times as someone dies.
Well, I mean, in like.
Oh, we burn spell slots.
Oh yeah,
Until we run
it's
out
a
of
level 3
slots.
spell. So what do you have? We have two.
So just for the sake of averages, you find this sort of dwarvish gem cutter who's got a bunch of diamonds. The rough sizes are all over the place, but for the sake of averages, 365 gold pieces is like the smallest size that he can get you.
Okay.
So you can buy as many as you want for 365 gold pieces.
You want
each.
more than two? Because you can cast it as many times, like as many times as you need, and we can put one into this the ring of spell story if we need.
Diamond?
No, not the diamond, but you cast it.
Basically, when you cast a spell, it consumes that
Oh,
thing, and
yeah.
you infuse that magic into the ring.
Oh yeah. Maybe.
Or in the case of doing it live, it's part of the process of casting
Yeah.
a spell
You
on,
just
on
need
a
to keep
target.
it on you. And
Yeah, no, we just came into some money.
That kinda-
We
that
buy
kinda sucks,
3
though, like,
diamonds.
3 of them?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll just put them on Titus for now?
Yeah.
Okay.
we don't have to put that in the
We
spell story
spent
right now. Unless we think we're gonna die.
1,095.
Wait, how high can you cast the fireball now?
I can go up to 5.
What's a level 5 fireball
That's
on the
pretty
ring?
good.
I don't know how many levels the ring can hold. The ring might
Nice.
only be able to hold.
Probably, that sounds right.
Alright.
Okay.
Right. Fit even know the
Which one?
the ring of spell story.
Oh, yeah.
The max level is. It's either 4. It might be 5.
The Ring of Spells.
Oh, 5 levels. Okay. Yeah. So I can put a level 5
Yeah,
fireball.
1st through 5th.
Yeah.
Correct.
We'll do that right before I go to bed.
Alright, yeah.
Your fucking beautiful ring.
Oh.
Oh, it's like brass.
Brass head, brass
Whoa!
Okay.
Looking good.
What else is going on?
Do they sell spell scrolls here?
In this place, not. I mean, you've been here for a while. You've probably only found, in terms of the arcane, a small percentage of luck when it comes to finding what you're after. There's probably like a few casters with a bit of a collection.
Okay.
So if you're looking for a particular spell, let's say you need to roll a 41 or higher on a D100 for them
41?
to actually have it in stock. Yeah.
Let's go for major image. 7.
Don't have that one.
All right. Let's see. Let's try for 3. Just so I'm not doing this all day. Old person.
Okay.
39.
They thought they had it, but unfortunately it was Hold Monster.
Blur.
Yeah, blur's kinda. Oh, I do want suggestion though. 4. Nope.
Yeah, really slim pickings down here in the Mithril Hall.
Yeah. Oh well. Well,
Good.
we'll check in silver. Moon.
Sand shouldn't have suggestions.
Yeah, I don't want Sam to have suggestion.
I'm not gonna use it on you guys.
We talked about it a lot.
I talk about it. Sam doesn't.
Okay.
All right, so I'm good.
Alright, anyone else? Any other business to attend to before you leave Mithril Hall?
Mm-mm.
I
Okay.
think we're good.
Alright. You
Come
make
Buffalo.
your preparations to start flying back towards Armaal. At this point, is that the goal?
What is our plan when we get there? I guess we can figure it out on the
Hey,
fly.
talk about it for a minute while I use the restroom.
Well, we're gonna show her the head,
And then we're
Yeah.
gonna kill her?
She'll give us the con.
Well, if we are thinking it may go violent,
It's
Yeah.
definitely gonna go violent.
I want to
It's a general-
turn Pookie invisible and send him ahead. Like, because it takes us a while to land.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
to send him to kind of just scope. So maybe we don't. I don't know. I seem to remember you guys stumbling into a kitchen full of like 40 enemies.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
not,
but they were
maybe find
goblins.
out. Yeah, but still, it's no problem.
In,
Out of
in
character,
this
just for the
place?
sake of our
Giants are smarter.
Yeah.
What was that in the fire giant?
fire giants.
Fire
Yeah,
giants.
yeah.
Just for the sake of the DM's sanity.
Yeah.
The kitchen. Hey, well, don't put a bunch of goblins in a kitchen.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't think he wrote that. I think that was just in the module.
Yes, and
Why don't I cast Revivify into the ring?
You want to do that because he's got a level 5 fireball in there.
Well, if I go down, there is no Revivify.
Don't go down.
Well, things
great
happen.
plan.
I think the smart thing would have
I can-
have a ring that has that.
I'll try.
Yeah, but
I'll try one more time if video will allow it
What's that?
to see if I can find a scroll of Revivify so I can actually cast it.
Sure.
It's not a guaranteed because I'm a level 1 cleric, so I have to roll a wisdom check, but it's a chance to cast it. 75.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
look at
Just
that.
find one. Let's see how much it costs though. Hold on.
all right.
Yeah,
It's
it's
been here for
Well, you got
20 years.
5,000 gold
It'll
to
be a level
spend.
3.
What places of religious worship exist in Mithril Hall?
Probably mostly more.
Probably a lot.
So I probably actually have an inn with
Is
the.
there like the dwarven goddess of luck shrine anywhere in Mithril Hall?
Is it Baron?
Bright Axe?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Probably just be only like the, major 3. Morden, and 2 others.
And the
And the other ones.
And
Baron Doom.
He's willing to part with the scroll of Revivify for 100 gold pieces.
Oh, pretty solid.
Seriously?
Yep.
Does he have more than one?
Nope.
Okay. Guess that's professional courtesy or something. I'll take that. I like that.
all right.
It is added to your inventory. What's that?
I'm gonna go to the Shrine of Morden and pray for protection in this upcoming.
Okay.
Well, is there a Temple of Torm?
There's definitely not a Temple of Torm.
Isn't he a major god?
Not
There's not a major dwarven god.
Oh, yeah, we're Mithril. Yeah.
I'll probably be there too because that's probably where I'm going to buy my scroll.
Yeah.
God talk.
Getting right with.
Please don't let my friends get killed.
We're probably both saying the same thing. Made it this far. Luckily, my buddy Orc happened to be in the area, and I was able to send him with a parrot to keep an eye on.
I will never trust a parrot again.
There are temples to Moradin, Dumathoin, and let's see.
Baronar's is
Yeah, Baranar would probably be the third one. Although it's a smaller building.
Baranar.
Morden's wife.
Oh, wow.
Baranar True Silver, goddess
I
of
am-
hearth and home.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Dumathoin, the intermediate god of mining, gems, and underground exploration. Of course. And of course Morden, the greater god of the Morden Saman, god of creation and crafts of the dwarven race, all together.
That's
What is it like? I'm gonna buy like a token of each god and go to each shrine and like pray for like
Okay.
like
Yeah.
Good for you.
everything. Multiple like I gotta spread out my
Diversify.
yeah
Really hedge your bets,
hedge my bets.
hedge your divinations.
What was that? I remember there being like a character who like had a necklace that had like everything on it.
Essentially,
Yeah.
but like
A
with
little star date, a little
dwarven.
cross, a little Wiccan.
pull out their, fucking pull out their
the one guy
mat
in
and
the
pray to
mummy.
Allah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, he started like just in every language.
Yeah.
He was like praying, and it's like, oh.
What's that? Which one?
In the original Mummy
Yeah, the
movie
little
with Brendan
trophy dude,
Fraser.
the mummy.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
The language of the slaves. You will be useful to me.
Yes.
Essentially, yeah, like a necklace with all like the symbol.
All you need is more with him. All things are. All this cool stuff. Just does like this annoying tick. I keep punching it. Shield.
Yeah.
Like God of War, like that kind of shield.
Kind of a magical. I think it's kind of like the Halo shield, so it's like a big magical riot shield, but it's like white. It's a little more.
Kind of sounds like Reinhardt.
Reinhardt? Where?
Reinhardt?
From where?
From Overwatch?
No, where do you see this?
Oh no, I just the shield sounds like Reinhardt shield.
Oh, okay.
How you spell it?
Reinhard.
Actually, Bridget it has a smaller version of the shield
Ah,
and kind
that
of
could be
looks
it.
like a female dwarf without
Yeah.
a beard. Bridget. B-R-I-G. Brigitte.
Oh,
Alright, let's go kill us cloud giantess.
Oh yeah.
Well, we don't have to kill her.
I don't
We
think
might
ever. I
just
wasn't
get
playing
the
anymore
conch
when
and
Bridget
off
came
we
out. I
go.
don't think.
The main goal is
Yeah.
to get the
It
three
worries
conchs
me,
and
guys,
teleport.
that Titus is very much like in the pro leaving like evil giantesses running rampant in the world.
We'll see.
I feel like after you guys pointed out that killing all these head giants, although she's doing something in Silver Moon, which I kind of want to figure out what it is, but I guess we don't have time for that.
Well, we can ask her. We can
At the
ask her
very
corpse.
least, get her out of the area.
Sure.
Leave.
Okay. So nothing else in Mithril Hall. You guys pack up and
No,
begin
pray to
making
all the
your
gods I
way,
can.
flying high above the moors, and it's probably a couple days, and you realize that you can still see like the strange formation of the clouds. It almost has like this sort of aerial maelstrom about it, the way they swirl and separate. But more or less in the same direction of the Evermoors. Feels like it's slightly more west, and much higher up above. So it takes you a little bit longer than usual. What's your general approach? You're just kind of flying in, trying to find that same landing spot you used last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, last time the birds came out and greeted us and guided us.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I was telling them. When we start to approach, I want to cast invisibility on Pookie and send them ahead because it takes us a while to land. They
Okay.
drag it out. I want to send them ahead and just kind of like you don't have to full exposition
No.
everything, but I just want to get an idea. Like, if there's a kitchen with 30 goblins in it that we don't want to start a fight in.
Got
Or maybe just like, in this place over here, here's where the really burly giants are, and here's this one's full of birds, and that just a general idea of what the
General layout.
the layout and
Oh wait, should we talk to Zephyros?
What the
Should we
population
send
is?
something to Zephyros? Tell him we almost have all three
asked
conchs?
that before we about to get into a possible big fight.
Yeah, I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it till now.
Too
'Cause
late.
he's the one that sent us on this mission.
I'm sure he's watching us anyways.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
If
Hey,
he wants to chime in,
Zephyros.
Okay.
Zephyros.
man, just know.
We wrote you a song.
Yeah, that ale really. No parts.
Maybe we do like the other one. Just maybe she has kids and a husband. We can cut off the husband's head and tell her to leave like the other one.
Wow.
I feel like the husband would be the one being like, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I didn't like what she was doing.
So you cast invisibility on. Is Pookie back to
He's still a
Tresson
parrot.
form or
No,
still
he's
parrot?
still a parrot.
Yeah, cool.
His cat form, he just kind of.
So last time,
Yeah, I don't think I have any incense, so he's kind of stuck as this until we get back shopping again.
last time, one of those Aarakocra guards kind of flew along with you. This time, as you get close, and you hear Favrik saying, "It's higher and higher," and like the balloon's still kind of like just lifting up and up, and you're kind of like floating up underneath the shadow of the thing now, as Favrik tries to make his way. You've left him unattended at the wheel, Captain. He's kind of gotten used to.
I'm definitely not gonna.
He's gotten used to steering the ship himself now.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
But like the shadow of this thing is just kind of enveloping the upper deck, like more so than like what you would get with just the balloon itself. And as like it's not dark, but it's just gray,
Yeah.
And some of you maybe clock this, some of you maybe don't, but there's just like this boom, 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 and about 7 Aarakocra kind of like land on your deck. And they all just like sort of turn almost in unison towards anyone who's up there and say,
You have returned.
Yeah.
We will see you safely.
Thanks.
and they kind of just like post up with their spears and like do like these little bird tick looks.
Kind of scared us. Could have announced yourself a little bit,
We Jaka will see you to the Countess.
All right.
Hey, so what
Like they all say this like in unison with
Oh.
like slight tiny micro bits of offset that give it like this weird chorus.
Freaking me out.
Hey guys, what's your opinion of the Countess?
One of them, like the one, like they're all kind of like down the sides of the ship, and one of them is sort of like at the bow, and like the one in the center is
Jaka. Countess. Good.
like ticks his head a little bit.
Oh. That seems... Are you Jaka?
We are Jaka.
They all kind of like echo, and you notice that they all look pretty identical. You probably saw at least one or more of them in your previous encounter with the cloud giants at Armaal.
Is that your name? Or is that what you want?
We are called Jaka.
I
I'm Jaka. I am Jaka. I am Jaka.
Like they just go like almost like down the line around the ship.
She hasn't given you guys like individual names?
Like again, they just kind of like the chorus of creepiness. Just we are Jaka.
Alright.
Alright,
Music the birds.
Mildly disturbing.
I will throw some bread onto the...
Personalities. They're just-
They do not move from their guard-like.
Alright, take us
Y'all
away.
slow it up.
They're married to their job.
Jaka.
Yeah, stretch it out as long as you can, because all the while this is going on, I'm doing.
Can
Well, I
I
imagine we're moving. Yeah.
interest you birds in some ale while we travel? Or...
Maybe you can't drink on the job.
Yeah, no. You don't really get much of a
Okay,
reply.
You need a pillow.
Yeah. Are you hungry or...
Alright, don't worry about them so much. Shut up! They're fine. They're doing what they do. Unless we're gonna get something out of it.
Well, we're probably going to have to fight him at some point. Ah,
Alright.
no.
Okay. So,
Arya,
But they all like group
Lay
together.
on our ship?
Not
I
on
don't
our
think
ship.
so.
lay down. Arya,
This thing might be hydrogen based. We probably don't want to.
aren't you?
No, I think we would die.
You gonna lay
Or
down?
maybe it's an airship.
Arya.
so as Pookie Parrot, what kind of approach are you taking?
You're gonna have to pee more.
Well, mostly I'd probably just be looking at the immediate air, because we're probably going to the throne room again. So I'd probably be checking the floors nearest to that.
Okay.
Rooms around there.
Oh, hey. Hey there. Oh, jeez.
Mostly just
Good spot.
threat assessment, response assessment.
Hey, little buddy. Aw.
So as you kind of fly over near like the window here, you see like there's guards kind of along like the upper walls, like wherever you see the crenellations and sort of like the looking glasses.
Like cloud giant guards or bird
Yeah,
guards?
cloud giant guards.
Oh.
And it's a mix, but a bit of both. You notice that like most of them are focused on the airship right now with the looking glass, and you sense I don't know how tight the connection between you and Pookie is. Like, are you waiting to hear the report back?
I can't control. I just basically gave him an instruction to kind of like, because he's invisible, so he can actually fly inside and fly around and check all the rooms.
Get us a number of how many cloud giants we may have
That's,
killed.
that's the rough idea.
Give us the lowdown.
So
or any potential points.
you do have like an overall general just gut feeling when it comes to Pookie, and you know you might have even gotten a sense like maybe it's like just occasional flitting images every now and then, but after some time of like you just knowing that Pookie has gone inside the castle, your connection to it disappears.
Oh.
Like as if it's been sent home.
I'm gonna try and resummon him. Hear me? Like, was it dismissed or was it killed?
Oh, would you know the difference? Yeah.
Well, if I try and resummon him, then
If it was dismissed, it'll come back. If it's dead, you'll have to.
I gotta get some incense going.
Perfect. You cannot resummon
Ooh.
it.
Gotta stop with some incense.
So you got away?
How did you not stock up on incense while you were in Mithril Hall for like a?
We want to retcon that I made some incense, but I'm not gonna remake them right now.
Well,
I may actually even have some that just haven't.
do you share this with us?
Yeah, something happened. Killed it, or
How did but she was invisible.
I know.
Okay, guys, we're gonna have to go hard from the get-go.
Everybody throw up over the side.
Did you feel that, or am I crazy?
I mean, oh wow, I didn't realize.
He's getting very fancy with his slide.
This castle's huge.
I take the wheel back from.
What are you doing up there?
What the hell was that, man?
Alright, we're showing up.
You begin to
Head in hand.
float forward, and San, you know that there must have been something that allowed them to detect Pookie's presence.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
damn, they're crafty.
They're
They may
on
be
to
pissed
us.
at me.
Alright, is there a backup plan to become their friends?
You know what? We're gonna play it by ear. We're gonna
Yeah.
see what happens.
You're gonna do it on the fly?
It's a lot of cloud giants, guys.
Yeah.
The plan is number one goal is to get those conchs and teleport to
Gotta have the
place.
cons. That's clutch. Wanna get back to the sea.
But we can't also stop the giants without killing all the giants
Yeah,
if we actually just use the conchs.
Well, not all the giants are bad.
Yeah.
all these ones are.
Would you too late
in
to
that
change
sense.
my preparations for the day? For the fight kind of thing?
No,
Ooh, pretty.
What is this?
I'm making different dice colors for your thing so I can draw different color lines.
Oh,
Look
cool.
at you.
So yeah, uncheck charm person, check fly.
Hold for a moment.
That's anything else here?
What color is Flint, you think?
Maroon.
Maybe red? No, sand's red. Sand's white.
Made sand purple. I
Delightful.
mean, there's a lot of purple going on there.
There's a lot of purple going on.
Talk to your
My
artist.
green?
Such a weird color.
Yeah,
I like it.
everything is just so
Mine doesn't
90s.
have yellow.
We used M.
RGB.
Yeah.
Oh.
You mix it. So, you know, they're kind of, last time you landed in this sort of big courtyard
Yeah.
up here. But this time, they are directing you to the
Oh.
upper gardens.
Huh.
Well, that seems nice.
I don't know.
Who was sneaking around this last time? Was it a Buki?
It was.
Oh,
but
yeah.
You haven't seen him
Is
since.
he still sneaking
Is
around?
he still up here?
I don't
Yeah.
know where he's sneaking around.
She just disappeared.
Always. It's very convenient that his character's a rogue, so it's
It makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah, she's sneaking around. Never know. She's
Wow,
doing
this
stuff in the
castle
background.
is huge.
We definitely did not cut her in on the money and
Yeah,
doing
sure.
her own thing.
I guess we're gonna have to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little nervous about this, but
We'll be fine as long as we stick together.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's our best bet, isn't it?
We get into like one of the side rooms and hold it against the hordes.
All I'm saying is, are we sure we want to try to kill this cloud giant?
Well, I'm not.
I'm not.
I'm certainly not in her castle. Maybe we can convince her to join us in the teleporting to the comic thing, and then we can go mano a mano, or group against her
You could give it a shot,
instead of assaulting her in her castle, which seems like the worst possible way to do
but
this.
she doesn't leave enough.
So as your ship kind of touches down, like this sort of point man air coker at the bow has been sort of like gesturing to Fabric like a fucking airfield operator. You see like all the air coker on the sides of the ship sort of fly off and spread out and land on the crenellations around the sort of upper courtyard garden. And standing and waiting is Crusaro, the sort of second in command,
Yeah.
sort of husband-like figure to the Countess that you've met before, and two other Cloud Giant guards stand with him. And he sort of gives you like this deep bow. You've returned.
We have victorious.
Oh, splendid.
We can bring the nasty, moldy head of the fire giant.
Yes, please bring anything with you that you need. I am to escort you to your own quarters for now.
Oh.
We will have a meeting with the Countess for you later this evening. It's like kind of like late morning at this point.
Oh.
Whatever day.
We have to wait. We can't just meet now.
It's a
Quite a busy
It's
schedule.
a rich people.
We hear
Oh.
the sounds of Harshnag being tortured in the background.
Do you think we're gonna get California Kings at least, right?
I mean, yeah, most of the
Yeah,
furniture in
there's-
here
yeah,
is
there's gonna be
Humongous.
massive.
quite large.
All right.
I'm sure they have like a room for entertaining
You
small
know,
people.
ladder to
No,
get on
yeah.
the bed.
Smallies.
It was splendid. And like two of the Jackas, the two guards, they all sort of like fall in line behind you all. And the Crusaro leads you all through like this tower and down below. Give me one moment.
You got a bowl of chips with you. You should jump up there.
Just hoping one will show up. What are those next?
Crumbs.
A whole bag.
Bags.
There's chips in my bag of air.
Is someone singing?
Song background? Could be.
Oh. Got their cloud choir.
That's the sound of Harshnag's
Perfect.
tortured screams.
Yes, the Cloud Giant Choir is rehearsing in the background. It's
So they take you down through and Titus, you kind of vaguely, barely remember some of this. You feel like it's not too far off from the room where Felgalos was being kept before. And from what you can recall, you're a little bit hazy. Not too far from the actual audience chamber itself, where you had met the Countess before.
Very good.
But like there's everywhere you go, a lot of the larger, more prominent looking
passageways and doors look pretty well guarded. It's not like spilling out with people, but there's like, occasionally like a cloud giant here, a couple Aarakocra Jakas here and there. All of them look exactly the same. And eventually you're taken down a long, narrow hall that you imagine is narrow for the giants. To you all, it's quite wide. And you're taken to this sort of guest quarters, I guess you could say.
No. I don't think so. This place seems heavily fortified.
Yeah, so we come here with the murder-obsessed barbarian, and y'all want to be nice. You come back with the diplomatic witch, and now you want to kill off.
I don't want to.
Well, that's because Titus is evil.
Vengeful.
Yeah, I don't know if it'd go very well.
I think this is horrible.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to fight the first time either.
It would have gone better the first time.
I think it would have gone horrible.
We would have had Felgalos with us.
Now he was useless.
So
but
jumpy.
He was
2 HP pretty much.
Well, that's because someone let him be tortured for like 8 hours.
Well, he'd already been tortured for so long.
Yeah, I like Titus's reasoning there.
No, he never would have been helpful in that fight.
And she's claiming she has a little flag that she plants.
You can't just attack someone in their castle.
You can.
We literally just did that.
Yeah.
A castle.
To be fair, he was trying to build a giant weapon, though.
Yeah, we caught him playing with his dog, and then we killed the
Yeah, we kind
dog.
of zipped straight to the end of that one.
I don't know. I'm gonna keep giants, but if it's not gonna work,
Nice guest room.
we need to see what we can get out of this.
So the furniture in this room is definitely scaled for giant-sized guests.
Before
But
We don't
for
have a
you
bear.
all, that is quite a lot of surface area. And they kind of like, Crisaro opens the door, the guards sort of fall in line a little distance behind you all out in the hallway. And you see these 2 large, gigantic beds that look quite soft, with handsomely carved wooden tables throughout the rest of the chamber, and a jar enough door that you kind of see like a small like sort of storage changing area closet
Jesus, alright.
to the east there.
Are they locking us in here? Or?
They look like they're suggesting that you go in and like that they're gonna post up guards on the outside while you wait here.
We provide ladders to get in the bed.
I mean, they're posting up guards with the door shut, or is it?
Yeah, I mean they look like they're gonna
give us a
like you're waiting here.
How long-
You're not roaming the castle freely.
There's no windows.
There are no windows.
Are they posting Aarakocra guards or?
The same group that has been escorting you down from up above is still with you, which is Crisaro,
Yeah.
2 Cloud Giant guards, and 2 Aarakocra.
Do I recognize any of the Cloud Giant guards as the one that got beat by Gunt in the arm wrestle?
Oh, that's right. Totally forgot about that.
You can make an insight check to see if you remember what he looked like.
Thank you, Jaka.
15 plus 1, 16.
Okay. I'd say that there is a 50% chance that one of these guys is that guy, and you recognize him. Looking for a 51 or above here. Let's see. No, it is definitely neither of these 2.
Alright, then I'm gonna be like, hey, so last time we were here, one of our friends beat one of your compatriots in an arm wrestling. Did he get fired or?
Wait a minute, friends, Flint.
One of the Cloud Giants like can't help but kind of like laugh, and you can see Crisaro's kind of giving him a little bit of a look.
Stumbling too.
I'm like, yeah, he got stuck looking after the fucking 3 kitchen maids.
That sucker.
Kitchen maids. Looking after.
What are the kitchen maids need looking after?
Seems like everyone needs guards.
Yeah.
Are you saying that too then?
Probably, because I'm
Yeah,
an
I
idiot.
do want to ask. So this place seems on high alert. What's going on here? Are you guys under attack at the moment? Are you expecting an attack? You guys are way up in the sky.
I mean, you got a castle.
Yeah, like
Feel
you
like we're
guys
gonna get into a
move,
fight
like,
over here?
Yeah, I
just
just wanna
to
know.
go higher than previous times.
Sure, I
You're just-
know what's going on here.
Just getting
I don't know.
case.
I don't know how you feel about ogres, but we always keep an eye on the kitchen help.
Oh, they're
Oh,
ogres.
you got ogres prepping your food, eh? First mistake.
They make the best creme fraiche.
That's true. They do make creme fraiche,
Yeah, the turtle knows.
but that's like the extent of their culinary expertise.
You
I
guys,
meant in general, though.
are you guys eating soon?
There's a
Ooh,
lot
what
of
is for
carrots
dinner?
around here?
Oh, I guess lunch. What's for lunch?
Creme fraiche?
We'll have a Jaka bring you something.
I'm not here to say
Shortly.
Jaka.
Well, that's kind. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure we'll have plenty of time for questions once we have our audience with the Countess. Now, if you please, make yourselves comfortable.
Yeah.
We'll have some guards just outside your room.
When is there going to be time for?
Thank you. I feel very safe.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Crusaro's, kind of making his way outside enough to, go in there. Leave me the fuck alone already.
Alright.
All right. All right.
Uh,
Is he
pick up
leaving? He's
people.
not staying guard though. It's
It's
No.
lackeys.
I mean, basically, as he's walking out, you see two of the giants sort of posting up in the hallway nearby your door, and one of the Jakas is closing the door behind
Alright.
Crusaro.
Cool. Here we are.
This seems suspicious.
Can I-
About a moment
I-
later, you hear a key turn and lock.
They locked us in
Uh,
here.
Guys, did we just become prisoners?
Yeah.
We
This
did.
is pretty sketchy. We are prisoners.
Can I fiddle with the lock?
Alright.
Well, there are guards there. Don't do that.
It's probably a little high up though.
I don't know why we just didn't go on
Can we look
vacation
around the
with all
room
our
a little
gold.
bit more?
Sure.
See if there's any,
Look under the bed.
yeah,
Investigate.
investigate the room.
Okay.
There are 2 beds, and there are 5 of us.
Yeah,
Can I call
the
out to
bed
the
is
guards outside?
huge.
Look at those beds.
You can be on the other side of it.
Yeah.
You don't even know you're there.
Guards.
I sleep on the floor.
But I
Really?
think you might need a
Where
ladder
do
to
you
get up.
gamble?
All
Oh,
of you
no.
can fit on the bed.
Wow.
This is to scale.
Oh my gosh.
Basically, you immediately go and look at the wooden chest in the room, find that it is empty. And the room in the back is indeed like some form of a spacious closet. There are some giant-sized cloaks and sleeping garments like robes hung up in here. This is in fact some sort of guest quarters with some accommodations. And on some of the very large, hard to see wooden tables, but I guess if you climb up on the bed or kind of, boost your way up or look from a distance, you can tell that there's these 5-foot tall brass decanters sitting on some of the tables, with about 2 separate 3-foot tall matching goblets with inlaid gemstones and platinum filigree, very fancy looking, very large.
And there's gems inset in these large
Mm-hmm.
goblets.
Oh no.
There sure are, yeah.
All right. Are any of them diamonds?
Just steal. Like
They-
a hotel? Just
They don't
take
appear
this
to be
road?
diamonds. More bluish in hue, probably sapphires or something else.
Is there anything in
The
the
cheaper
decanter?
gems.
Is there
Uh,
a chamber pot in here?
the brass decanter does
Gotta
not have
go.
anything in it. Chamber pot, no.
Can I go up to the door and say, I'm sorry, I didn't go before I came here. Is it any chance I could go to the little wizard's room?
You just kind of hear a muffled.
Use the closet, there's some barrels in there.
Wow.
Or the shop?
Yeah. Do any of you guys roll dice?
You don't hear a reply.
They're on the
Serious.
job.
Oh.
I don't know
How about an arm wrestle? I thought I could take you.
I don't know how crazy I want to get.
All of your door murmurings go unanswered.
All right.
I think they're a little bit more serious with this.
Are there
This is weird.
windows in this room?
There are not.
Why would you want us prisoner?
Because she's a dick.
And she doesn't seem to
Okay.
trust anybody.
If that's the case, then I'm totally.
I mean, to be fair, we did come in here plotting to kill her. But aside from
can I
that,
check the room for any kind of like
Way out?
yeah, like maybe hidden
I'll help. I can
some
come in the room
issues
and
with
check
the
up high.
Yeah.
You
Look
check
around.
down. You guys check down low, and I'll check up high.
I was gonna sit on the bed and meditate for a while.
You can do that.
Where are you looking, Flint?
just checking all the walls to see if there's any
Different breezes. Or
yeah, use my stone sense to kind of
I'll hop on my broom and check the higher ups. Just do
Two of you can make investigation checks.
I do not.
18 total.
Wow.
You're not entirely sure just yet, but you feel much more successful than Flint, which in itself is its own
Did we
success.
get advantage on these rolls?
If it was stone cutting, but that's more like history, I think.
Yeah.
So we could probably tell what they may be selling. Not.
So you're not entirely sure, but you think that like right along like the ceiling rafters, that there is a small-ish, which to you is probably like a 4x4 in terms of grid squares here, section that almost seems like it used to be some kind of like trapdoor above you to the upper level.
Try and.
Well, do you
Can I
wanna-
feel around and see if I can push up
Yeah,
on it?
I mean, you're able to utilize your sort of slightly more strapped-in broom to do that. It's a little bit awkward.
The 400 pounds. That's the max low. So if I push up and it's more than 400 pounds, then it would just stop.
It doesn't feel like brute force alone would be enough to just push this thing upright.
Rogue always picks a hell of a time to go missing.
But you do feel like there is
Is there a
something
lock?
to it. You do feel like there is something to it, yeah.
Does it seem... I'm actually gonna take 10 minutes and cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Ritual.
5 minutes into casting, they come in and be like, "Hey, here's a chamber pot for you guys."
You detect a faint aura of magic around that area.
What's the if it's relevant.
Necromantic.
Necromantic.
Abjuration magic.
That's the kaboom magic.
What is an abjuration?
I think that's kaboom. Like fireball, I think is abjuration.
You're gonna blow yourself up.
Possibly.
It's probably trapped.
Just
It's a trap.
Titus, there's a door up here.
No
Is that
way.
what that orange thing is? Is that a door?
Well, I've gotten
It's
hit.
more abjuration's more
Huge
like
door.
protective magic.
Oh,
They go
okay.
under the
Oh,
door.
that's right. It's.
That's just the closet in there, I think.
That whole thing's a closet.
Yeah.
Oh, I did prepare to spell magic. No, that's
I don't know.
I know. Can I? That would be Arcana or something like that to try and see if this. Try and connect this magic with the.
Yeah.
Just keeping the door.
Yeah.
Arcana check.
Yep.
And just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna whisper a brief prayer to Morden. Guide me.
No.
You do have a plus 12 in Arcana, if I'm not
Yeah, I
mistaken.
know. So with 12 plus 5.
17?
Yeah.
Still strong.
I mean, you're quite certain that it's some sort of protective magic locking this thing in place. You're not sure if your dispel magic would be strong enough for something like that, but
I don't know. What do you guys think?
It seems like an aggressive move. It's good to know about it, but I mean, if we open it, then what? Are we gonna escape?
It's gonna be.
So wait, is this like on a rafter, like or how is this like? Could we get up there and stand up there, or
No.
no? Okay.
No, this is like. I can pull it up. I think the ceilings are at least above 20 feet.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what we would be doing if we. What would we accomplish?
Get out of this room.
And then what? Then we're gonna really be in trouble.
We would have to sneak all the way back to our airship.
And then somehow
Well, it's
take
40
off.
40 feet. 40 feet out.
At this rate, they're probably gonna kill us anyways, and
I
then
don't
take the conch.
We still need the. We don't know where it is. We're gonna.
Yeah,
Check
but
the-
they know we have it, so they're just gonna kill us.
Just so
take it.
we're all clear, like the walls here on this lower level are all made of like tightly fitted large stones, but the rafter and the ceilings are made with like varnished wooden planks and again like crisscrossing beams. And
Push
things
come to
like
shove, I can fireball my way out.
That's a.
Also, just this is a note. Like you have Zolto's conch in the bag of holding him. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Guz is actually in a safe deposit box back in Mithril Hall. I knew not to bring it with us.
What? Yours?
Like,
The other one?
because-
And then the.
Okay.
I mean,
So we do not have both conchs on. Okay,
how,
so
how
if
much
she
time
does-
has passed? I
if
mean,
she
I
does
give it a
want
few
all three
minutes,
conchs,
right?
She can't
at this
kill
point,
us.
it's been like at least a half hour.
All right. Yeah, that's
Well,
I
they
mean-
did say lunch was coming, right?
Do they have a representative or something that's gonna like check?
And did they say they were going to bring snacks?
They did.
That would change
Did
the
they?
situation.
Sure.
I thought it did.
Okay. I'll cast invisibility and wait.
Oh.
Sit in my broom.
Wait,
Should I?
guys, where's Sam?
Oh, you're using a lot of spell slots.
I haven't used one yet.
What?
Detect magic was a group.
Well, okay.
You
What do you
cast
want to
Invisibility
do?
on Poopy?
twice now.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, if I cast it on here, I haven't. Yes, that's right. You got a broom.
I mean, you can if you want to sneak around and stuff.
I don't know.
Can
do
you
we
do
want to or
dispel
do we-
magic as a ritual?
No.
I mean, I'm cool with you sneaking.
I don't think we need to. What are you gonna do? Search the whole castle, try and find her conch, and then run away with it?
I don't know. I more just want more information.
What's other
Yeah.
options, Titus?
Yeah.
We just
what
go
else?
talk to her. We show her the head. And
I mean, she
then
hasn't seen the head. That's true.
I feel like
Could
she's
help.
evil, certainly, but she might stick to her word. Give us the conch.
Which her word wasn't her giving us the conch. Her word was
Let us use it.
you get the head and then you give me the conchs, basically. She didn't really like give us a good thing.
Oh wait.
Like the whole deal was to get
You're not getting the
Felgalos
conch?
out. She was
Oh.
never gonna give us her conch.
Oh. Wait, what are we doing here?
Someone's got a better memory.
Why are we here?
Titus negotiated us just killing the fire giant and coming here and giving her the conch
That's not a good
That's a
deal.
horrible deal.
in exchange for Felgalos
Was
being
I
released.
drunk? What's that help?
Should never
She
go
made it
alone.
After like 8 hours.
She made it
of
real
torture,
clear
yeah.
that you wouldn't want to betray her on that deal.
Yeah. You
What
sold
is-
us out to this.
What is the deal? What do we get out of it?
Giantess.
Alright.
You already got what you're getting out of it.
What did we
Killing
get?
the fire giant.
No,
That's
Felgalos.
what we got.
we got Felgalos released.
All right. Oh, so we're just paying up at this point.
Yeah.
She doesn't like us either.
No.
Maybe she'll be really happy when she sees the head.
I don't think she likes. And then she'll just have a party that kills giants on her hands.
Yeah, we should have talked to her.
Maybe we should go to Silver Moon.
Maybe you should stick around then.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
but if we.
'cause, like-
And if they ask where I'm at, I already established that I have to go to the bathroom. So.
Yeah, she's in the closet pooping.
San who?
Who?
Yeah, never
When I
heard
hear
of
him about to open the door, I'm
she
going
was
to
here
cast
last time.
invisibility
Yeah,
on myself.
we got rid of her. She's not in the party.
Where and physically, like, where are you?
I'll probably just be floating on my broom
Oh, okay.
up above like the very top of the door. So
Alright.
I
Oh, let me see if this works.
Are you worried that they discovered Pookie being invisible?
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
they have a
40
way
feet
of
up.
detecting this?
You might get spotted instantly.
let me check.
Do you know
one-
why that happened?
Let me check something. Is detect magic concentration?
Do you guys remember Sam?
It is.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Never mind. I was gonna say I cast detect magic so I can see.
Man, I
longer,
should have
but
taken my 5K and gotten out of
Here's your chance to get out. Start a new life.
it. Better getting
So-
this comic and going back to the seat.
About a
Going back
another
to the sea or never from the sea?
feels like about another 30 minutes
That's where I got
passes.
wave.
And you finally hear like the turnstile, like the tumblers in like this really large door kind of turn. And one of the guards, not Crisaro himself, kind of opens up and has like this really large, giant-sized platter on it, and there's just a bunch of various cooked meats, essentially. It doesn't smell too terrible.
No.
And he sort of like walks in and sets it down on the table before turning back to all of you. Says,
The Countess is very busy. You'll be here for probably several more hours. Apologies for the delay, but please prepare yourselves, for Crisaro won't allow you to bring any of your weapons with you when you meet in the audience chamber. And it's inadvisable to continue using magic. And he just sort of like looks up at your invisible form, and like he's looking right at you.
No.
And like he's doing this, as far as you can tell, carelessly and with no visible magic use of his own. But he definitely sees you. And he just sort of smiles, and you can hear like the last clink as he lets the weight of the tray drop, and he turns and walks out of the door and just slowly closes the massive thing before
Alright, so
locking.
at least the snacks.
I think fighting at this point sounds like a horrible idea.
I think it's starting to sound like the only idea.
What? Wait, fight what?
It sounds to me, guys, like Titus sold us out.
I don't
Flown
really
around
remember
the
saying
world.
that, which is very in character for Titus.
And why do?
You don't get to negotiate anymore.
So by coming back here, we're losing our conch, which we need that conch.
Yeah. And then we're gonna go meet her.
I mean, out of character, to point to sort of support Flint's memory, I think it was like loosely like, I will fix the ordning by seizing control of it.
Yeah.
You bring me the fire giant head and his conch, and then I'll have 3 along with the other one that you all.
Oh no!
Like,
Oh
mentioned.
no! We're helping out this woman.
As I said, I did not bring it with.
You didn't bring the conch.
Smart.
It's in a safe deposit box.
So then we hold all some of the cards.
I don't
I
know.
hold 2 of the cards right now.
Yeah, she doesn't know. We have one. She doesn't know where that is. And
She can
you know,
kill.
it's not visible. It's in my big
kill us
giant
from
She
bag.
Australia.
can kill all of us but one of us.
We can perhaps say like, let us go.
And based on my experience, you know who the one she's gonna leave alive is.
We could try. And
But
get-
he'll have trouble sleeping over it.
Only while we're being tortured.
Then you'll be sleep fine.
Oh man.
Why don't we talk to her? And because ultimately our goal is to restore the ordning as well.
Well,
Yes, but she's already made the decision that she's gonna take control of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. It seems like all we can really do at this point is wait
Yeah.
and see what happens.
And try and talk our way out of this.
Do you
we
want-
could maybe get that third conch.
Because these are
I'll get
giant
there.
doors. Like, how is there like a gap between like the floor and the door?
You can slide under.
No.
Escape is not enough. We escape and do what? I don't understand. Fight everyone?
Yeah.
Everyone in the castle.
I mean, at this rate, the 4 of us here, we're gonna die, and Titus is gonna be the one who's gonna have to go get the conch, and he's gonna give it to the Countess to make her evil queen.
Actually, he can't. It's in my name.
Okay, then everyone's gonna die except for San.
All part of Sam's plot. Big bad.
And
Yeah.
Sanamara and Sansori taking over the world.
Another, yeah,
Yeah.
Sans.
So Titus, you're gonna die now too.
Well,
We're
okay.
so close
your
to
your plan
retirement.
is we break out of here and then we run around, try and find the conch, killing everyone we find, and then escape?
Or we could use our usual giant plan. Just kill the one in charge.
Yeah, but we're gonna see her without her weapons.
Bag of holding.
Like, I feel like I could probably rip a head off of one of the bird people with my hands.
Wow.
But
bird person.
Like an actual giant head, I don't think I could do it,
Do you
guys.
think they'd get over it? You know, if we killed her, then they wouldn't have to deal with her anymore.
That's a good question.
Maybe then they would just help us.
Is there a way we can sneak our weapons in? Can we put them in the bag of holding and sneak the bag of holding in?
Yes.
That loophole?
We have to spend a few turns.
Will they
throwing
figure it out?
your
They've already
equipment to
figured
all
out
of you
everything else
guys
that we've done.
wearing it.
We could
That's
attach them all
something.
to the broom, and I can summon the broom, but we have to get the broom somewhere that it would be able to get to us. So like we couldn't like leave them here because if they shut the door, then it wouldn't be.
Also, they've known everything we've done so far. Is there any chance that they can hear us right now?
I cast detect magic. If there's any kind of visual sensory stuff, I would
Should
have at
we
least
whisper
detected
so the
that.
DM can't hear us?
I'm very neutral.
The DM's neutral.
I don't know.
I mean, if push comes to shove, I can kill you.
I mean, he did almost kill his other group last night.
It would.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It would.
Hey, wait a second. We can't
But I
trust
could-
anyone.
All my
Down
rolls.
here, get our weapons up
I had a good time doing it too.
in about 10 seconds.
I don't want
It would
to
turn.
have to relate on that, rely on that, because they're pretty good at like, hey, you're invisible, I can see you, kind of thing. So I don't think we should rely
Stan,
on
make
you
a
to us.
make an Arcana check.
Do we know any cloud giant weaknesses offhand? Is
Decapitation.
well, I mean,
I
without
can't
weapon.
see what the fuck that is.
Oh,
That's why you don't buy these fancy metal dice.
16, 28.
28. You vaguely recall an encounter with Zephyros where he was showing you through his showroom of just like infinite wonders. And the thing that you couldn't get over the most, above all else, is that he seemed to just know whether something in his closet was actually magical or not before he even got to it. And at first you thought it was just like he knows the ins and outs of this place, but there were one too many moments in that long exchange of you all trying to find and pick things out where it was clear that it wasn't memory.
So
he
now
had some innate ability to detect magic.
So like now that I've recently cast detect magic, I would probably connect those dots.
Yeah.
Okay, so they can
As
just.
far as you can tell, it seems to be a recurring theme for all cloud giants.
So it's
that
not
you
so
have
much that
met.
they can stop it. It's just that they. So if I'm invisible, I'm also glowing.
Yeah,
that's
so
Predator sense.
Yeah, they would just get this kind of whiff of illusory magic. So I'm still invisible.
my thought is, guys, we fight our way out. At least, like, if we're gonna die, we're gonna at least take some with us, hopefully.
Do we at least wait and start at the head? Maybe if we get her down enough, she'll cooperate a
Flynn
little
thinks to
better.
himself for a moment what that dwarf whispered.
I think
I'm just instigating.
I don't
Yeah.
like that idea. These guys are.
We'd have to kill all of them.
We have to kill an entire castle.
Is there a control room for this thing?
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Does this have like?
What would
Let's
happen if we
move.
turn off the power?
Yeah, we crashed.
Oh,
We crashed.
just
the
got to our
Silver
airship.
Actually, I think Ibuki found it. He just didn't know what to do with it.
Really?
My God, it was way up on the
Is
roof.
Ibuki looking for it right now?
Hopefully
Alright,
that's
none of us
know
know
in
that.
the city
I just-
or
I just-
anything, but you know.
Let's get out of here, guys.
How?
Let's try to pick. I'm gonna try and pick the lock.
The giant lock?
The
It's
giant
20 feet
lock.
up?
Well, we know there's doors there.
Can
Do you
your
want me
whole
to try
body
and
fit
just
in the
open this
hole?
thing?
They have to scroll
They
through
don't want
it.
us using magic anymore.
Well, I mean, they're not here seeing it. Did I?
Oh, you heard that?
And I did not prepare knock.
And we'd all have to kind of get out there because as soon as like you use that, they would know, and then we would.
Well, knock would be loud. Dispel magic would not.
Remember, what is the
But dispel magic
ultimate
is-
goal? We were gonna get 3 conchs so we could teleport to
Maelstrom,
the Maelstrom, which is
where the storm, where the ordning was originally shattered.
So
by the
essentially,
storm giants.
Yeah. Well,
They ruined everything.
No, they didn't ruin everything. The cloud giants ruined
the
everything.
blue dragon was manipulating things.
Yeah.
essentially, your characters would know to some extent that through the machinations of Zephyros and sort of like the Lord's Alliance, some of the other factions of the Sword Coast, and what you discovered at the Oracle is that with 3 conchs from the giant leaders, one from each faction, and there are more than just 3 of them, that when blown together in sort of a ritual, you could open a portal to the Maelstrom, which is somewhere out beneath the Sword Coast, the Sea of Swords, essentially.
and that's home to the storm giants.
Your tribe will be happy.
The storm giants, from what you could glean, were the only thing kind of keeping the giant kind from rampaging and fucking with the small folk coast.
Yeah.
Which is not happening.
And all you know at this point is that there was something happening with the storm giants. San, with some of the stuff that she had found, believes that Imrith, this blue dragon, is somehow involved with manipulating storm giants.
Yeah, she got in a position as advisor. We know she was manipulating Nesnar. He was planning to kill a queen, and we know the storm giant queen is missing. That was months ago, so I didn't connect until way later. And the storm giant queen is the one that rescued you
Yeah.
when you were a little baby.
What was the name of that red dragon who gave us the airship?
Cloth of the cloth and
Cloth.
veil.
Do you think we call in a favor from him and have him?
I mean, we could say something out loud if he's watching, but I have a feeling as a red dragon, he's more. I think he likes to
I mean,
watch.
he would like to have, I'm sure he would like to have a giant floating castle.
Piss off the dwarf king if you don't give it to a dragon.
Tight.
I say this in
Situation.
dwarvish.
I'm very much in survival mode now.
I guess we only have two options really. We break out of here, we try and find the engine of this place, we shut it down,
Crash it.
crash it, and hope to find the combat.
Yeah.
Or we try and talk our way. And we talk to get that third conqueror, because our goals are ultimately the same.
And
She
remember,
doesn't want to
guys,
see everyone destroying all the giants going
Does she
crazy.
like really expensive ale?
the last time we tried talking,
I mean, we live.
he promised to raise her as evil queen.
Yeah.
So this
Does
this
seem promising.
Felgalos is free though, and as far as you know, recovering at Candle Keep.
Net positive.
I'm trying to remember, like with the, like what Ibuki told us and everything. Did we know about the dome up on the top, where the weird glowy thing is?
He wasn't like the most detailed and coherent when describing the place, but he definitely gave you hints of sort of like the lay of the land.
Okay.
I'd say you'd have some idea that there's definitely a control room somewhere.
And like we landed on the and walked right past it, basically.
You did, yeah.
So would
I
we
mean, you, from the outside, you might not have known what it is, but you might have, remembered that
put
Ibuki
two and two
mentioned.
together from that?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, like at least you would definitely count it as a strong point of interest.
I mean, if we wanted to
As
gamble
all
on that, I
guesses
could
go.
get one person up there.
I feel like she hasn't killed us. If she really just wanted to kill us, we could just have all her guards meet us out there,
The
destroy our
more
ship,
he
murder us.
talks, the more it sounds like he's planning on just saving himself and letting the rest of us die, guys.
That's exactly my plan. Flint has figured it out.
It'll burn some juice.
By
but if
Torm,
you
he's got me.
You want to pop up there?
Wait,
and
is
try and
Torm an
crash it?
evil god? What?
You want to pop up there and try and crash it real quick?
Alright.
Give it a shot. Do we know how far down? How many stairs did we go down? Like how far are we in feet from?
Give me a moment.
Less than an eighth of a mile.
Each floor is probably with a buffer about 50 feet apart. You feel like you've gone down about 4 floors from where you
So
landed.
we're well within 500.
Yeah.
I can get there. One person.
I know where you're going.
Got an idea. All I need.
I mean, this is the best we've got, guys. What do you think?
We should do team vote. I'm totally against this. I'm 100% for talking. But we're a team, so whatever you
I'm
guys.
not voting for talking.
Not voting for talking.
No.
It's a no on talking from
Let's try.
Sithla? Okay.
Yeah, that's a no.
So that's a
Artie?
yes on,
Yeah.
on crazy.
Yeah, I'll go
on
crazy.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
let's
I
go.
was gonna vote for talking.
2 for talking, 2 for crazy.
I mean, can you talk while we do other things?
I'm the one doing it, so you know.
No,
I'm
if we
for
go
it.
crazy, we just have to go crazy because we can't. They won't.
I
They
think-
just let us have a nice
Wait, so what
discussion.
we can do though is we can affix a rope or something up at there so that people can come up if they want. And we all go
Oh no
through
no.
There's no window.
This would be basically an instant 2-person teleport.
a teleport.
Yeah. So we would have to get there on our own, figure it out, and take it down.
Yeah, you can take
before
on
we get caught.
all those cloud giants by
So-
yourself.
So you're saying
All those
split
orcs
the
are-
party?
Basically.
This is
What
a
I'm-
great idea, guys. In the castle of the
How-
evil giant,
how
let's
much-
split the party,
Question.
and you guys die, and then they'll just kill us.
How
and
often can
it's a
you
great one.
teleport?
I can pull it off 4 times right now.
But
Can you not just
it's
get
only
us-
a one-way thing, though, right? So
Yeah,
you,
so up,
so
down,
you could
up,
do
down.
you could do two transports.
How
And that would
much-
be completely done.
How much time do you need to recharge that?
8 hours.
I can take an hour and get, what is it, half my wizard level?
So not only could you not cast more teleports, you just couldn't cast a lot of other spells
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah.
So that's cool.
I don't know.
This is
Do that.
This is kind of a
This
go
is
for broke move.
the worst idea
I
I've
don't
ever
know, guys. I
heard.
don't want to this is tough. This is
Why
a
do you
tough call
think
now.
talking is gonna work? I
Because
don't care.
I
What's she
think
gonna
we
get
can
out of
get
it?
the third conch, and then we can continue with our big
Okay,
mission.
How
Okay.
do you get the third conch?
We hold one. She holds one. It's like, just let us. We're gonna go.
And you
We'll
want
do
these
everything
cloud giant
for you,
masks
right?
right
She
now.
wants us
They're
to,
just-
Why
Why
would
would
she
she
give
do-
us the conch?
Yeah.
so
and
we
how?
can do her dirty work for her.
Again,
Either she can
why
go
would
there-
she let us go there and try and take over the thing for her?
Obviously, we're not gonna take care of it. We just we're not gonna take over. We're gonna go and destroy all the storm giants or whatever, fix whatever bad guy is ruining everything, and then she would just walk in and take over. She would like that.
She's the bad guy ruining everything.
No,
She's working in conjunction with Imrith, who killed Harshnag.
No, she's not working.
Isn't she?
No, Amber's trying to kill all the giants. So
Titus doesn't know this though.
Imrith actually wants us to kill her. Imrith wants us to kill as many giants as possible.
I'm trying to poke holes in his logic.
sounds like my logic's better than yours, actually.
Otherwise, we would end up starting a fight. I just want to crash a castle.
So say
Fine,
you
and
say
you know
you
what?
do turn off the engine.
Yeah.
We plummet. We have to get to the.
We're probably gonna die.
We have to get to the airship in time.
Yeah.
We definitely won't be able to get to the airship and find the conch in time.
Yeah, we can just search the rubble.
Provided we can all get back to our airship.
Well, I know that
Take
if
off.
we do this, I'll be with the teleporter, and at least 2 of us will get to the airship.
That's very noble. That's
I don't want to abandon you guys.
thanks.
As much as I want to crash this place, I don't want to risk all of us possibly dying or any of us dying.
This basically comes down to we want to do something or we want to wait. Our do something is pretty much, go for broke and just sabotage the hell out of this place and let them all scatter. I assume they're all abandoned ship.
Well, I mean, is that 3
Yeah.
votes for crazy, 2 votes for talking?
No, I think we're 3 for 3.
What?
Okay, you know what?
Why Artie and I voted for not
2 and
doing
3.
this, and then you guys, Flint and
No, that's
Cecil are all for it. So then whatever.
Well, you were
wanna
kind
do.
of on
Okay.
the fence.
So
I can't-
Flint's the tie-breaking vote.
Yes. How's that
My main
happen?
thing is,
As
how
crazy
would
as
we
this
get out
is.
of this room? I mean, we're gonna leave.
This
2 of
that
us.
that thing
You-
on the
you're gonna be
ceiling.
stuck
Can
here,
you
but I don't
open
wanna leave
that?
you guys.
Oh, you
Have?
have to.
Can you open that thing on the ceiling?
Possibly.
I would rather take that risk and we all go, rather than all of us waiting here for them to come get us.
So does it seem like, getting back to that trapdoor, does it seem like the spell is what's keeping it locked?
From what you can tell right now, you believe that there's definitely something magical and
Yeah.
protective about it.
Yeah.
And you can't make heads or tails whether that's what's preventing it or if it's some other mechanism on the other side.
And trying to push it didn't do it.
I mean, it moved enough that you feel confident that it was some sort of trap door. But
I don't know, is anyone actually good at detecting mechanical traps?
Mechanical.
I don't think so.
Where's our rope? Bookie shows up.
Only
out of
we have
nowhere.
rope. Well, we
Dispel
have
it
to
and see
make
what happens.
a decision.
Yeah, I say we all try and get up there, dispel it, see if we can get through, go through the trap door, and then whatever we're facing it as a group.
And yeah, if we do that, we can just, like, assuming we don't get immediately caught up there, then I can throw a rope down.
Or we
Or,
can set up a rope, that's like we all have like 50 feet of rope.
yeah, to connect to what, though? It's on the roof. To connect to something inside.
I'm sure we could wedge something into.
That'll hold a 400-pound portal?
Oh, I should.
Oh, you can just run along the ceiling.
I'll be fine.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we can run along the ceiling.
Because I can fly most of us up there.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to try and dispel the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spell magic.
So if it's higher than level 3, then I gotta roll an intelligence check on
And if they come after us, we just start doing what we do best, guys.
Any spells then? Okay, give me one moment, please.
While they're doing this, can I check out that meat on the table?
Oh yeah,
What does it look like?
it's pretty good.
Quality of your cooking?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's almost like kind of like a cookout, but just very large haunches of meat, like just sort of lamb and mountain goat. And,
One still has a shell on it.
We're gonna need. Oh, we're gonna need a lot of energy for this.
Yeah.
For this escaping. Eat
It's gonna
up.
be like that.
Well, you
It's gonna be like the Great Escape, where you have a montage of all of us like running.
Yes, I want the motorcycle.
Yeah. Titus has got like a woman's shawl. He's
Right. Are you casting this from like down the ground, or are you still sort of floating on the broom?
it. Yeah, I'll float up to the broom. What's the range on
Dispel magic is
120 feet.
Pretty far, right?
it? So yeah, I can do it from the ground just in case something pops out of it.
Alright. And then you sense that whatever sort of abjuration magic was covering this 10 by 10 area up above in the floorboards appears to have dissipated.
Let's go up and can I check for traps before I, or would that be considered something I've already done?
No. I mean, at this point, you can kind of consider it a new check since you're approaching it now. Sans magic.
Okay.
Sans magic. You just say make an investigation check.
Alrighty. Let's see, 15 plus.
It's +4.
Alright.
19. To your full confidence, you believe that there is nothing trapping this door and that it was merely an arcane lock holding this thing in place. Although it's, from what you can tell, has not been used or opened in quite some time.
Quietly.
Give me a stealth check, please.
No.
50 goblins in a kitchen.
+2?
Yeah, so 4 plus 2.
4 plus 2?
Here we go. Roll initiative.
Should have had
Oh,
a sequel cast silence first.
There.
Saving them.
Speaking of not being opened in a long time, you got it. You are accompanied by a very loud creaking noise as the wood groans and you push it up. And you look up into a very dimly lit room, not unlike the one that you're in, on some upper level. And you see there's an odor about it. And at first it smells a bit foul, but then the perfumes and candles that are kind of covering it up sort of overpower you. And you see like 2 messy, unmade beds, and you immediately lock eyes with a fairly large ogre who's kind of like looking and turns its head down towards the floor at you
The kitchen.
from the edge of its bed. And you just, they're just kind of like staring at you, like almost as if in a dream.
There's 2 of them?
Just one.
Oh, just one?
You see 3 beds,
Your dream.
one semi awake ogre who's looking down at the floor curiously at you. What do you do?
Bring the hourglasses back.
Yeah,
What's she doing up there?
I've got a mental hourglass and it's ticking right now.
Okay, yeah, let's drop back down.
And we wait.
Ogre,
Oh, great.
who wants to kill it really, really quick?
Is that possible? Last time we fought an ogre, we all almost died.
No.
No, that was an Oni.
Oh.
Ogre, the big dumb. I probably could have killed it, I just not quietly. I didn't think fireball would be the right
So, San, you're still floating near the ceiling? You let it drop back, like
Drop
the floor,
and
you
then
the door close?
Like, back and just gonna look at it like, ogre.
Oh, great. Well, guys, that was my last hope. I feel like we're gonna die now.
We want to just take care of the ogre. When you do it
Yeah,
somewhat quietly with like a knife or a. All I have is a hammer.
I don't think any of us are particularly stealthy.
I'm gonna have shorts.
Except the ranger.
Yeah, the ranger's the only stealthy one we got now.
Okay. How many? There's 2 ogres up there?
Just
Just
one.
one.
You're all kind of talking, and then like about, it's maybe been about 30 to 60 seconds at this point, and you hear like a creaking
Nope.
sound above you.
Silence.
And like you hear
You want to silence? You gonna use it now? Okay.
like all
So, we're
around
gonna be in a
all
worse
around the
situation.
floorboards that surround like the trapdoor area, like you hear like this.
Well, it's too late, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's a little late.
Wait. We might be able to Bugs Bunny this. I start knocking back,
Oh.
like in the same pattern that he's.
Oh.
Seathla, get silence ready.
No, don't.
You hear like
If they can already see us.
you hear like 2 more taps.
They can't see us yet, but if they open it up, we can silence them and pull it down.
Did you?
Shaving a haircut.
There's only one of you floating near the ceiling right now.
They can go through a 20-foot radius sphere. Enough.
Wait. This. All right.
Like
Verbal
that the
component will
giant's
be
like,
impossible.
don't use magic, and
We use every magic.
all the magic.
Oh,
So the last thing you
They're
heard
gonna
was
know if
2
we use
taps.
magic.
Like it just kind of went like 1, and then you hear like a subtle like creak, almost just like the weight shifting around somewhere close to the
Maybe it's a
trapdoor.
prisoner. We could probably negotiate with her.
You want to come up?
There you go. You got your creaks right here.
It's just creaking.
Oh.
Fly down. Which one? What you wants to?
That is.
Go,
talk
Flint.
to the-
No.
Go talk to the ogre.
No, you go.
We're not talking
Titus.
to the ogre.
I'm not gonna go up there.
A door in the floor.
Right, Titus. It's
I'm
the
still
door.
very against this
Floor
sort of
door.
thing.
What was it?
Titus is crossing his arms.
All right, I'll go up.
All right, I go down. I fly up and get Flint, and just kind of put my shield up and fly straight up out of it.
This is
So
going very well.
let me get the crystal clear specifics of what's happening, just so I'm aware. So you fly down. Flint's
Flint
getting
hops
on the broom with you.
Yeah. Yes, this
You're
is
using
happening,
your
guys.
shield.
Yeah.
Flight of the dwarves.
Just to like push it open, like surprise.
Okay. Okay.
See if we can maybe get a quick, just pounce on him real quick and
Ogre is your size?
No, it's not a giant size.
Kind of like a really small giant, almost. Big. It's pretty big.
8 feet tall?
something
Yeah.
like that. I think Andre the Giant, but uglier. And less nice. And this one the groggy.
Well, you're really selling it on your guys' attack up there. That sounds great.
Playing gets better and better.
Maybe he works the late shift.
It's midday. No, it's early afternoon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had lunch.
One moment, please.
Hear the door open below us.
That would make this perfect.
Below us?
The Countess walks in.
There we go.
Sorry for making you wait.
I'm so glad to see you.
she's wearing her other face.
You're my
Oh,
favorites.
Thanks for coming.
Great to see you, but I had this board meeting.
I'm just gonna give you the cards.
There you go.
I've had a
Wait,
change of mind.
Wait, where is everyone?
Back.
And then the other face comes.
On the back.
I feel like Fiddy's setting up something over there. It's things are getting real.
No peeking.
I'm not.
It's just a lot of clicking.
Level 2.
So much darkness.
So much space.
We're so tiny.
Nothing.
Oh my god, see, they're huge.
So you come flying up through the thing, and fortunately for whoever was near the most part of this stack, the ogre was not on top of the trapdoor itself, so your adventure didn't end with like a very hard thump, but you go bursting through, and kind of sitting on the edge of the bed with like its feet just like tapping, you see this like groggy ogre just like staring and
Sick him.
What?
roll initiative.
Oh. You guys are on your own.
Wait, so do we have to be down there too, or are we good?
Yeah, you probably should have just for sanity's sake.
Are they okay up there?
No, we're not.
No, they're
No,
gonna die.
probably.
Just yell if you need something.
Let me try something. So just give me the raw numbers when I ask in a minute.
Raw numbers.
Raw numbers.
Yeah.
It's not good for me.
No one. It just falls down again.
Yeah.
To the hole.
Titus, catch me!
What, from 40 feet? I think we would both just be.
Oh. It's ogre fight music.
Come on, Titus, you're supposed to be a superhuman strongman.
I don't know, man. Still only human.
Isn't your strength 20 though?
Alright.
That's like superhuman strength.
Titus, roll d20 roll.
I rolled a 2.
Okay. Stan, roll d20.
13.
Okay. Flint.
4.
Okay. Sifa.
18.
Okay.
Wow.
And Artie.
17.
Nice.
Okay. That takes us to Sifla, at the top of the order. Let me just kind of restructure things a little bit here. There is a hole in the ceiling, about 10 by 10, 4 grid squares.
3 feet above us, right?
Yeah, let me.
I don't think most of us have a way to get up there either.
Nope.
Let's do
Doesn't
this.
Sifa have like a... You know, you have a teleportation with your thing, don't you?
The Misty Step.
I just don't know if all this is worth it for this guy.
Why did you vote for stay? It's too late now.
No, I mean, I knew I'd use some things, but...
No, I can't teleport that high.
How far can you
I mean,
teleport?
this is
30
just an
feet.
ogre. This isn't
I
like
thought if you threw your
everything
trident,
else we're gonna face.
That'll be fine.
Trident.
So where the yellow square is on the first level is roughly where the trapdoor was
Okay, I
that they
can
just
do
went
30.
flying up through.
My speed's 35 feet. 35, whatever. So how far does that get me?
35 feet on the ground. Actually, let me just lock this so I can measure real quick.
Yeah, how do you turn that on? It never works for me.
You have to lock tokens.
I tried. Oh, lock tokens?
Yeah, so I'll show you in a second. Basically, if like you right click on the tokens and go, there's a thing for the DM.
Okay,
You can go to like
I thought it
lock
was
the
locking
scale,
the map. Okay.
and you can lock
Ooh.
the tokens themselves.
Yeah, because I can never get
Oh, yeah.
the distance to show up. I have to just move them.
One punch.
Excuse me, Bumper.
So 35 feet would get you pretty much right beneath the hole,
Yeah.
which is then 40 feet straight up.
Jesus.
40?
Yeah,
That's really far.
yeah.
Very fun.
Okay, if I go there and I look up into the hole, what can I see? Just the ceiling? I don't see anything.
Yeah, I mean,
Any
you just see
action,
like
right?
you just see like very dim light opening up into another room.
Alright, I'll go up to that spot.
Okay,
Just be ready. But,
you're just gonna hold there for now.
yeah, we'll go.
How'd you do that?
Well, that's just where I walked.
Oh, I thought you teleported up there.
No, I didn't go up. Yeah, I can see up the hole. I'm ready if anyone's looking.
My turn?
Yep.
I'm gonna walk up next to Cethel and I'm gonna look up and be like, what do you think they're doing?
Dying.
We can hear
Like,
some
are you getting
commotion,
like right beneath the center of
Yeah,
the
I'm
hole?
gonna be right in the middle of it, just looking up.
Okay.
We can hear commotion, right?
Guys?
Yep.
How you doing out there?
You can give a quick reply if you want. Yeah. No. All right.
They're
Sam.
busy. They're busy.
We're doing great.
I cast Charm Person.
Okay.
I had that prepared, right?
On Flint.
I'm very charming. Oh wait, that's not how it works?
Mm-mm. Not at all.
Ah. Did I mess up? No, I did. Give me 1 second. Playing with new toys.
I skydived all the way down.
Rejiggering. Hold, please.
Loading. Loading. Loading.
There we go. Alright, Charm Person is level 1 spell for you.
As long as it's humanoid, I think. Pretty sure.
Give me some motherfucking flavor. Like, is vocal somatic or using components?
Yeah.
Give me something to work with here.
Human hypnosis. It is, verbal and somatic. So just,
Hey baby, who's your daddy?
Terrible.
I was kind of doing some Doctor Strange.
Ooh.
He fails his saving throw.
Yay.
It's got big axles.
Which is therefore
Hey, buddy,
currently
just
charmed
relax, it's
by
all
you.
good. Just-
It fails the saving throw. Blah blah blah. He regards you as a friendly acquaintance.
yeah, just like, hey buddy, it's cool, just chill.
Hey, who are you? He's like speaking kind of like broken common right now.
Friend.
We're the floor dwarves. We're,
He kind of looks at dwarves. Working for the giant?
it's kind of a mystical
Drat
thing.
not see many dwarves.
Did your mom never tell you the fairy tales about the wonderful floor dwarves?
It was like his eyes are like barely open. He's still like in this sort
We're here
of
to
dreamlike
compliment
state.
you on your good
Just
work.
go ahead and go back to sleep.
Drat, is a drat's turn in kitchen already?
No, not for
No,
another 2 hours.
you
You can go back to sleep.
I can sleep.
Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to get up for work. And he just like kind of like rolls over with like what has to be the most easy suggestion you could have given him.
We're all
And he
dead.
like kind of just like takes the blankets and just rolls over, and you can hear like the bed groaning under its weight, and he just like melts back into his pillow.
You gonna kill him now?
Wonderful.
Well, now you're gonna kill him?
Just chill.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna drop a rope down for
He's snoring.
I'm gonna quietly try and find a place to secure.
It's violent snoring.
It's
He's kind of like kicking his foot a little bit while he's sleeping.
It's dangerous.
Just chill.
I will sing a pirate shanty lullaby.
No, he's already asleep.
How are you sleeping?
Go to sea. Go.
How are you doing up there for real?
I'm looking
I
down,
don't hear
going,
anything.
Ah,
Yeah?
let's throwing down a rope.
Throwing down a rope.
Alright, I'll climb up the rope.
what's the safety grade on this rope?
What's the safety grade on this rope?
Very heavy turtles.
Titus, what are you doing?
Is turtle
Guess
free?
we're all going up the rope.
Because the bird can just fly up.
You guys begin fastening the
Actually, the
rope.
bird doesn't exist. We gotta remove the bird.
Oh, the bird
Yeah.
doesn't exist? Birds on the
You,
ship.
how are you doing this? Are you? There's 3 beds. All of the posts look pretty solid to you. Obviously, the one with the sleeping ogre is probably the heaviest.
That would be my
Yeah.
suggestion.
Oh, for...
Yeah.
Yeah, he won't notice.
I know not. So
I can also fly down and pick a couple other people.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right.
What do you call it? Exacerbate.
Okay.
Expedite.
Still waiting on this audience with Countess Sansuri with no known start time and no further notice from the guards, you all begin making your way up the guided, broom-steered rope that's dropping down from 40 feet above you into what appears to be the sleeping chambers of some of the ogre workers, where one such drat still snores quite loudly. You all, without much issue, managed to make your way up to level 2 inside these.
Let's do it.
Who's our buddy for an hour?
I don't know if are you whispering that to the others? Like, yeah, just like for an hour. You're up here. You're in the ogre chambers. It's 10:30. I don't know if this is a pretty good sort of pause moment. I was hoping we'd get a good, healthy mix of all of the facets of D&D, including combat, but we can pick up inside the ogre chambers next time on.
Not to coup de grace the sleeping ogre. Set him right up for you.
Hey, I'm so surprised that plan worked.
I'm not
So
a big-
far.
I'm not a big fan of killing sleeping people.
I'll only say this once because we're all shaking off some rust, but with your current course of action, I'll need you to be ultra specific about things like we're closing the trapdoor and not leaving it open
With a
once
rope
we all
dangling
get
We are close.
up above.
Mhm.
So you need to specifically mention that, or I'll
Yeah.
just assume
We left
it's
it open.
in the state that you left it.
Makes sense?
Yeah, I was
See,
gonna
if
close.
only I had found the scroll of major image, I could have left a little fake us hologram down.
We tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do a minor illusion one, but it'll only last for a minute.
We just gotta move fast now.
All right, so all of you and your sleeping ogre friend alone in the level 2 quote-unquote guest quarters, you pull the rope up and close the seldom used apparently trapdoor beneath you, and wheels are in motion, and we'll pick up here next time on Inside Lynn Armaal
Hooray!
with a slightly less receptive cloud giant audience.
I am really glad I got that safety deposit box.
How well would it have gone if we just hung out and waited for it? I guess I can't talk about it yet.
Can't talk about that. Yeah. Maybe someday.
Yep. Excellent game. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you!
Woo!
And I guess that works because I was, Sam wasn't actually there. Probably only caught little blips of what the original